music?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Fancy music.
Where's it at?
It's nice.
Looks like it's working. I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, we're live.
I'm excited to be live because, like, drafts are happening. I have a draft party tomorrow. I have a draft party the next day. You're in a draft right now. I've got, like, 3 more drafts after that. I am just, like, ooh. And the auction coming up. Like, please, everybody out there, learn about the auction. The auction.
It's so good.
So much
It
better than
is the
draft.
way. It's the only way.
Drafts are fun. Auctions are amazing.
Yeah.
Just saying. Throwing it out there.
You know, we had a really good time last year. I was looking through some of it, the draft data, and I remembered the DK Metcalf situation. Do you remember that one?
No.
DK was supposed to go for like 25, maybe 24, and he ended up going for 35 because
There's always a couple of players that you're just like, what the hell?
it was Nico and man, I think was it Bezzy? I might have been. I might have been Bezzy. I can't remember who it was who got him.
Sure wasn't
But
me.
yeah, I was sitting here just, oh my god, like I can't believe this is happening. Because I said it at the time. I was like, I think that's the worst buy of the draft is DK Metcalf for 35.
And as the Steelers fan, I could not disagree. I mean, I'm just like, that's not
Metcalf
Aaron
or
Rodgers'
Pittman
game.
Jr.
Now, I do think DK Metcalf will be better this year. Like this year with Pittman on the other side, with Rome having a year under his belt and actually getting a little trust from Aaron Rodgers. We have that Bernard starting to like show up a
Jeremy
little bit.
Bernard.
Like I can like we have actual targets this year. We have our tight ends healthy. This is actually a pretty good team, and people are completely underestimating the Steelers this year. With our defense,
I don't know. It's hard to underestimate a team coached by Mike McCarthy.
that is the wild card. You know, I'm definitely used to Tomlin. Most of my
It's different now.
my adult Steeler life has been with Tomlin. You know, and yeah, I can't. I wish Tomlin was still there.
So
I
you
do.
guys let go of one of the 5 or 6 oldest coaches in the league and then hired somebody older.
Tomlin was one of the oldest in the league.
At this point, yeah.
God, that makes me feel so old.
Yeah, Mike
When he
Tomlin-
was
what-
hired,
how
he
old-
was the youngest.
He was one of the well, he's like 60 now. Mike
Oh my
Tomlin,
God,
yeah,
I'm old.
Mike Tomlin's like 59 and 60. Can we look that up? How old is Mike Tomlin? I don't want to be like
Depressing me on the podcast.
giving him
Thank
too
you.
much credit for age.
Oh.
54 years old.
54. Okay.
No, come on.
54.
That can't be
Okay.
one of the oldest.
No. But well, who are the who are the top 5 oldest coaches in the league?
It says kind of wild considering it feels like he's been around the NFL for about 40 years. Who?
Well, like I say, he was the
Who
youngest
are
when
the
he got
top
in.
5 oldest coaches in the NFL? Because the NFL
Head
has
coaches,
gone-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head coaches. Because I think John Harbaugh is on that list now.
Honestly, I thought you were going
Really?
to bring me a cup of vodka.
Yes. Look, John Harbaugh's number 2.
He's not even paying.
He's not listening to you.
Do you want? Wait. Do you want to? You have a cup?
Yeah, you can open any one of those drawers, and then we keep the glasses in there so
Like
they
say
don't get
vodka
dusty.
mixed drink, man.
My wife was like, "We'll keep the glasses in the drawers. That they don't get dusty that way." I didn't know that.
Smart.
Yeah. So I think she learned because in our previous office, like we were always having to dust off the glasses and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So she was like, "Let's just put them in the drawers." So there it is. Great lady, always trying to help me out when I don't ask. She just does it. All right, so Andy Reid, 68, John Harbaugh, 63, Todd Bowles, 62, Jim Harbaugh, 62, and Sean Payton, 62. I'm surprised the Harbaughs are that old.
I'm surprised Peyton. No. Sean Payton. That's
Yeah, I mean, he's
No,
left
you're
the
right.
league, came back,
Yeah,
they made a
you're right,
movie
you're
about him with
How much,
with.
right?
Yeah, that's fine. And then just leave the bottle. That's fine. Just leave the bottle.
And while we're just bullshitting here, like if you guys have any questions, if you want any draft advice, I mean everyone's got drafts coming up, and auctions if you're lucky, but everything, any kind of advice you guys need, like throw it out there, throw those questions out there, and we are happy to help.
We'll be live. So for the Spotify folks, we'll be live on YouTube on Fridays. We start a little early today. We target 8 o'clock, but you know what? We're all working men, and sometimes we make it on time, and sometimes we don't. You
Yep.
know, things happen. Life happens.
Tequila, please.
He asked if you wanted tequila. Hilarious. So, with that said, Brian, who are your top 10 looks this year that you're looking to draft for?
Oh,
Give us your secrets, Brian.
Who's your
Yes,
top 10? Who are
dude.
you targeting?
Lay bare.
I am doing an auction with you guys in a couple of weeks. It's really, really hard for me to talk specifics with you guys.
I guess that's
Hold on,
true.
hold on. I got a better question. Well,
Okay, let's go. What's your
Okay,
question?
ready?
What's your better question?
and this will be for all of us. We like, well, I guess not as much for you because you don't get as much water cooler talk anymore. So you don't have anyone to talk. You don't have anyone to talk football with.
Not really. It was funny because I happened to walk into a conversation
How are you
today.
getting your itch then? Are you listening to more podcasts? Are you?
You guys really?
Oh man, we can talk,
Highlights. You guys sometimes listening to it on the way to work, but it's like it was funny because I was just having a conversation about this. I happened to walk into some football talk today, and one of the guys, he likes the Vikings or whatever.
Poor guy.
And I was like, I didn't know anybody liked football around here. To be honest, everybody still has their team, but they don't like watch it. You know, and so that coming from me says something because I'm not somebody who watches it like you two do. I feel like I'm more of the garage guy when it comes to the three of us, and that's okay. I don't mind sitting in that role because I ask the questions that the other garage guys, don't ask.
Right.
Man cave guys, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so I was kind of it's funny that you remember that I was saying that kind of stuff last year because I got invited to go watch soccer I think this week at the LA Galaxy. I only knew the name because it's in LA, right? And I'm LA all the way. So they was like, "You want to go watch a soccer game in LA?" I was like, "The Galaxy?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, that's not midweek stuff. I'm not doing that."
Wait a minute. Does that mean if I hit you up and I said, "Hey, you want to go watch a WNBA game in LA?"
As long as it's not in the middle of the week.
No, hold on. You didn't say that there's a team in LA. You didn't say.
Oh yeah, I don't
LA
know.
all the
I don't
way.
know if there is.
Oh,
I don't know if there is,
got him.
yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, you did. You got me on that one.
That's a
So,
spark, by the way.
Okay, it's kind of an okay name.
And I
what
just
what are their
wanna-
colors?
I just want a side note.
Just like the Lakers, purple and yellow.
If anyone goes out to see the Galaxy, make sure you know where you're going to park.
Really?
Oh, dude,
that bad?
I went and saw a concert there. We went and
okay.
saw 21 Pilots there, and I drove around for an hour and a half trying to find parking, legit parking. Could not find anything open, nothing. So finally, we had to resort to one of those guys that's like, "Hey, $40, come park over here." Right?
Brian.
Hold on, let me finish
Brian,
the story, and then
I
you
wanna
can
let him
admonish
finish the
me.
story.
Okay,
finish
I
it.
will. I'm gonna help you.
Okay, so
I'm gonna help you.
like literally,
Finish
hour and
the-
a half looking, can't find anything. We resort to this, right? And we get directed to this apartment complex, and you know what I mean. Hundreds and hundreds of other people have done the same thing. Like, there's no place else to park in this part of LA. There just isn't. They didn't. They built the stadium and didn't build any freaking parking for it. Genius. So
yeah. So yeah.
Well,
right,
nobody thought
right.
anybody was
So-
going to go watch the Galaxy play.
So a month later, in the mail, I get a $200 parking ticket
Oh God.
for parking where the guy directed me to park.
Of course.
And if I don't know if they give physical parking tickets anymore, but if they do,
Depends on where you're at.
if they do, the guys that parked us there took them all off so that way nobody knew. And so no one knew until
No,
2
they do it
weeks later.
digitally now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
And so I figured the first way I can find out is
Like
in the mail.
and also like a lot.
By the time I open my mail, it says, if you want to dispute it, you have to call by this date. 2 days past. So I couldn't dispute it because it was 2 days past when I opened the mail.
just send us your money.
I'm just saying, I am not going to see anything in L.A. ever
Okay,
again
so
if
let
I
me
can
help
help
you.
it. I'm
Let me-
always going to Sacramento, San Francisco.
Let me help you. I'm
Better
gonna-
venues, better everything.
I
Avoid
don't,
L.A.
I don't
Screw
agree with
LA.
that. Don't listen to him. All right, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Okay. So, back in the day, like when we were young, when we were first getting to the point where we had money, we're like, oh yeah, I could go to that show. I could afford that and go to that show, right? It used to be financially beneficial for you to get it as soon as possible. Get the ticket as soon as possible. And then everything else doesn't matter. Like, we're going to pay for parking, whatever, right? Now, the way things are, especially with shows and like sporting events and stuff like that, you plan parking. Okay? That's number one. You plan parking. Where like, if you can't fucking park at this event that you want to go to, you're not going. Okay, I'm saying, I'm just saying,
Yep.
like, so like that 21 Pilot show, they probably hit like 3 other cities in that week, while you could have gone to another one, right?
And that's what I'm saying. I will always go to
What up,
San
Busy?
Francisco
What's up,
or
buddy?
Sacramento.
Welcome back.
Hey,
now.
Bezzy.
Busy.
So the way that we do events now is we look at the event that we want to go to. Where is it? What's the parking like in that situation? And we're not talking about stadium parking. Never stadium parking. Never.
You don't want to wait for an hour to get out?
I actually don't. I value my time a little bit. Okay? And also and especially if you have kids. No.
Which I do.
Like, yeah, exactly. And your kids are mature, and you still don't want to put them through that nonsense,
Right.
right? So, yeah, especially if you have little kids, you have to plan these things because you can't just the part of the plan can't just be like, well, we're going to be stuck in the car. Like, that can't be part of the plan.
Yeah.
So, we went to go watch the Red Sox and Dodgers a couple weeks ago. And I was dreading going to Chavez Ravine because I had never been to Dodger Stadium before. I had been around it many times when Dodger games were going on, and the traffic is a nightmare.
It is.
It does not look fun to participate in.
You are absolutely right.
And
we
so
did that too.
we looked at the game and was like, wow, that looks really fun. And I told Roxana, I was like, I don't know. I told her my, what I've seen in person. And I was like, let's look into this. And so I looked into seeing if there was, parking plans and they had cheaper parking, but also, LA's, Grand Central Station
Right.
has, what they call the Dodger Express.
Yes.
And so you can go spend $8, park your car in Amtrak, and take the bus up to the game. And they run the buses all day. It's just like I told you guys when we went to the Rams game, and we parked at the Park and Ride a couple miles down the road. It was just like that. We hopped on the bus filled up. We took off to the stadium, got there, and with an hour and a half before the first pitch was thrown or something like that. So there was plenty of time to do all of the stuff. We decided to leave in the 7th inning because it was 9 p.m. at that point, and Jax is just totally gassed because we've been in LA all day. We made a whole day of the thing, and walked down to where we came in. Got on the bus filled up, and we left. And watched the rest of the game on our phone. We were back in our car within 20 minutes, and because they have the whole thing set up so that there's no you're not getting stuck with other traffic, there's a whole vein of traffic that's just for this Dodger Express system. Yeah. So like what I'm saying is like, don't just go to places and do things. Be in a just like that is part of like if you value your time nowadays, that is an important part of going to enjoy an experience is making sure you know exactly how you're going to get in and get out of it. And if you do, you get to enjoy the rest of it so much more because you don't stress
totally
about
agree
it at all.
And we should probably get to football, but all I want to say on the topic
that has
is
to do with football.
I went to that stadium.
That goes into football.
I went to that stadium to go see an MCR concert with my girls. And yes, found out about your wonderful hack about 3 hours too late. So thank you. But genius, and I am here to attest that is true. Do the Grand Central Station thing, but
and it's not just the Grand Central Station thing that like these people spend a lot of money putting their teams, together, and they do spend some money and some thought on stuff like this, and there are good things for people to take advantage of if you just put a little effort into that part of it, so that and I like to me this is like I feel like I'm on a soapbox a little bit because I get so frustrated in traffic. Like we're on our way over here, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is just sorry.
Only you can turn a parking into a 10-minute rant.
Not only me.
Only you can.
No,
do that.
that's not true. I'll grant you that it is a talent.
He's got talent. He's got talent.
But anyway, we're on our way over here, right?
Yeah.
And I pick him up. We're coming out of his neighborhood, and there's a stop sign, and across from us is another stop sign, and then there's a main drag, right? And there's a guy that comes out, turns left onto the main drag, and it was like he was there before us, so it was his turn. The car right behind him pulls up and just like casually like floats right past the stopping line, and is just gonna like take their right turn right now. And it's just like, because I'm on the opposite side of the road, and it's just like to them, and because I see this all the time, and people like they think I'm turning right, other person's turning left, I have the right of way, and they just like they don't understand how traffic operates, right? And I have a lot of time to think about this because I take my kids to school, and I get stuck for like an extra like 5 minutes because people are stupid and like making left turns when they shouldn't make left turns, like turning in front of people when it wasn't their turn to go. And if they had just waited 5 seconds, they could have gone, and now that other person has to wait an additional like minute, and everyone behind them has to wait too. So don't be a part of that. Don't think about your travel.
I know that 4-way stop, so yeah.
What do you mean Texas traffic is a way of life? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do you mean by that?
You know what I remember about Texas traffic? Like when someone says Texas traffic, the first thing that comes to my mind is being on the highway, and when people know that there's a cop performing a speed trap, they signal. Like people.
How do they signal?
Headlights in the middle of the day. People just start
going the other direction.
Yeah,
then?
they start.
We do that. Some people do that in California. I've seen it happen.
I remember seeing it like it was like
that's genius.
It was like being at a game, and then the wave starts. That's what it was. I had never seen anything like that. Like because so many people were actually doing it. Like and traffic was thick, but I remember it being cool. Like people in Texas are like they're on another level of thinking for sure.
So let me ask you this then, since we're talking about traffic, with Google and like with Surrey, like everybody swears by Google Maps, and I don't know, I never use Google Maps, I just use Apple Maps.
Me too.
And Apple Maps will tell you like
it's basically
speed traffic ahead, speed trap ahead. It's usually very delayed, but
so there's Waze. If you ever use Waze,
I don't know if
they
Google
all
does
use the same satellites.
Okay,
so it's just a matter of which skin you like and which features are.
I
more
use the
appealing
Google
to you.
Maps, and I get the same alerts.
And
so.
yeah, I've had an iPhone for forever, so I use Apple. I have the Apple Map, and it's the same thing.
All right. So
You came to Cali this summer. You didn't tell us, dude.
Okay,
what
so-
the heck?
I have a
Bezzy?
question.
Bezzy did. You came
Aw,
to Cali this
man.
summer and didn't tell us.
what part?
San Francisco and Oakland.
Okay.
That's a little bit
And
from
as
us.
a drive,
you know?
there'd have to be an event going on we could meet him at, but still.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's great food out there. I would have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, buddy.
Yeah.
So the question I'll pose to you guys, and Bezzy as well, is in your preparation for the 2026 season of fantasy football, what player can you not believe people are so low on? Who is it that you're like, I can't believe there's not more hype about this guy?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Is there
You know,
anybody?
like-
is there anybody? Is there anyone who that you're thinking that you're like, I really thought
You don't hear anybody talking about.
Yeah, I really
I
thought people
think
were
that-
going to be higher on this guy right now.
That might be the easier question. Nobody's talking about X player.
This is
you
a
know?
rough show for us because if I say the player I'm thinking of, I'm gonna have to pay an extra $7 or $8 for him on draft day.
2
Maybe.
weeks from now, like we could be, you know, that's really up to you.
You're gonna remember.
How
Oh, that's
well you're gonna
Brian's
keep
player.
This glass
Blah, blah, blah,
full,
blah.
Brian.
That's Brian's player. Blah, blah, blah.
People are way too low on fucking Terry McLaurin. Like, give me a break.
Oh,
Terry
okay,
McLaurin
he's-
is
okay.
gonna
that's not-
have a good
That's
year.
not even news. Like we.
Yes, I know.
Hey,
I've
if you're
always
trying-
had a man crush
you-
on Terry.
you might
but-
as well
if
just
you want
show up
Terry
with his
McLaurin,
jersey
you can
on
have
every
him.
week.
Okay? That ain't imp. I'm not gonna drive the price up. You want him, take him. Like fuck it.
he's gonna have the best year of his career.
Show.
Like, I think
A lot
this
of
is gonna be
busy
his
says
best year.
show
I'm concerned about that
or
Washington
shoe.
offense.
Is it shoe or show? He's saying one of those.
I'm concerned about that Washington team, just
Why?
entirely, because I think they had a really good year. Things kind of just fell the right way for them.
2 years ago, you're saying?
Right. And then everyone just kind of wrote off last year as like, well, Jaden Daniels was hurt. It's like there were a lot of problems
I
when he
will
was
agree
there.
that Washington has a lot of outcomes this year. They're one of those teams that could be absolutely horrible or absolutely amazing.
I don't think they could be absolutely
I
amazing.
really do.
I really
could
think
be.
they could be. I think they
If,
could be.
if Daniels takes that step, if Ja'Cory Crosby, if Bill is the guy at running back,
I don't think that's
Terry McLaurin is a fantastic
right.
receiver.
That I agree with.
We have another receiver on the
Okay.
other side now with Diggs. Like, this offense could be really, really good.
Man, they're just so old.
I actually think
They're
Ken
just-
picked him up. I think Ken picked up Show on one of your leagues, didn't you?
Huh?
The New Orleans quarterback,
Shuck.
Shuck. That's why you guys weren't paying attention to me.
What about
I
Shuck?
kept calling him Show, Shoe. None of you guys were just like not even paying attention
Oh
to me.
shucks.
But Shuck. Okay, yeah, no. Ken's high on Shuck right now. He drafted that mofo.
Yes, I am. I am high on Shuck.
I like him too. I'm higher
Well,
than most. on
I am.
Shuck.
So the Jordan
I'm probably
Tyson
not higher
injury
than him.
did bother me a little bit.
For sure.
But there's been some buzz in camp around some of the other guys that they have.
Well, and look what Shuck did without him last year. Like, I
Right.
don't know. Yeah.
And they still have Olave. So-
It sucks that Jordan Tyson isn't going to be in there for the first month or isn't going to be effective for the first month or two. But I just think that's a bonus for the end of the year. I'm very curious. The Saints is another one of those teams that has a very wide variety of outcomes.
I agree. So yes, and thank you for saying that, because that brings me back to this. I think that the Saints and the Commanders have the same two possible outcomes. I think both of them could be amazingly terrible, and both of them could be surprisingly mediocre and make a playoff. But I think that is really the height of it. I do not see the Commanders being able to win their division.
Oh, wow.
Hey, check this out.
I don't.
Sunday,
What?
December 20th. I just now saw this. Dallas Cowboys at the Rams
Yeah,
at 1:25 p.m.
I brought that up to you.
Okay, well, now I'm remembering. How much do you think tickets are for that? Let me see.
To get in
Look
the
it up.
building, you're probably looking at $400.
Oh, really?
Well, standing room only, you could probably do for like 100, 120.
Well, that's yeah. We had talked about that.
We had
before,
talked
and
about that.
and
Yes,
do
I would
wanna
be
do the
totally
standing.
down to go there and just go to a bar and like at that, like I can still see it, the view of the whole
Yeah, at
open
SoFi.
field. It's beautiful. Like, huh?
Somebody in chat asked if it was at the SoFi Stadium. Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about the home game because we want to go to a SoFi game this year. So we're looking at it. Yeah, cheapest get in $260, premium lower layer. Premium's $800. You guys were talking about what? Stand up?
Standing room only.
Okay, that's okay.
I
So
mean, that
search
brings me to a
SRO.
whole nother rant. Like the NFL, we're getting priced out of the NFL. Like I can't go watch a game now. Are you kidding me? Standing seats are $260.
No.
No.
That was
that was lowest.
Those are cheapest
Standing
sitting
is
seats.
Oh, okay,
Standing is
still.
$255,
Okay.
bro.
Oh, holy
$5
crap.
bucks. $218 to
Holy
$255.
crap!
Really? Oh man,
Like,
that's
this
too
is
much.
ridiculous,
That's
people.
crazy. That's too much.
Like, quit paying this much. Just stop. I mean, I love the game. I love the
So-
NFL, but you can't pay that much for freaking tickets. That's stupid. Stop it.
So we got a Waffle Off Hour saying that he paid $500 per ticket at the 50-yard line, row 1, and it was worth every penny.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. $500 per ticket at 50 in the very first row. Like, I don't believe it, but you know,
Waffle of 4.
I'm not calling you a
apparently.
liar,
That's the name, Waffle
but-
of 4.
um,
And I said Waffle Off Hour.
that's a great view. That is a great view.
Either one is correct, if you ask me. But all right. But I don't mind.
Just paying that much for a.
I don't look. So when I
just
go,
so dumb.
when I go, when we go, I will be taking my dad, right?
Yeah.
And then there will be like maybe if my kids want to go or whatever, then I'll take them too. So whatever that is, you're gonna multiplier on mine.
Oh, for
you know what I
sure.
mean? So when we do go,
Are your boys Rams fans or football fans in general?
no, not yet,
Not yet.
not yet. Sometimes
And
it
are
takes a
they
little
showing
longer.
a
And,
to
little
do
bit of
that's
interest
the
maybe,
real
or not
problem
really?
with it is that it's like it's getting priced out for families.
Sure.
It's
yeah.
not so much that the three of us can't get together and go to a game because we could still do that.
For
It's-
sure,
It's
but-
that it's like I want to take my family to this game. I'm the only one who really cares about it, but they are gonna like, you know.
I took my girl to a Pittsburgh game a few years back,
Wait,
and
hold on.
yeah, we get to the fourth quarter and we're losing by like a touchdown and a half, and she's just like, "Dad, if we lose, did we do all this for nothing?" Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, we did.
What do you mean you can send me the pick right now? What do you want to bet? Pick. Oh, like you're gonna pick the Cowboys or something? Huh? It's not necessary. He believes you. What did I miss? I missed something in that.
Talking about his seats.
Oh, the seats.
And how good? Yeah, he obviously got a great deal, and he wants to share how great a deal he got.
Oh,
and
gotcha,
hey,
gotcha.
Congratulations, brother! Like that
Oh,
is
okay.
awesome.
You should want to share that. That's a great
Yeah.
story.
That is awesome.
Yeah, share the story. So I guess we're asking for the story now.
Yeah. What was the game?
What was the game?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So you brought, and while that question's floating out there, he brought up Terry McLaurin
Yeah.
as the guy that he can't believe people aren't talking about
Scary
more.
Terry.
Is there one for you?
No, I don't have one right now. It was Rams Chargers 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, 4 years ago, prices were about half, but still, that's still great. That's you know.
Rams Chargers 4 years ago, so that's before SoFi. So is that when they were playing in?
Well, he said it was at the
StubHub?
SoFi Stadium.
It was at SoFi.
That would have been
so
for,
when it was
like,
brand
the
new.
yeah, dude, that's
Wow, that's
really
that's
great.
awesome.
Then.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He got a really great deal.
4 years ago too. You know what's interesting about that is like, I wonder. That's funny. I remember I almost went to a Rams Chargers game.
There's one this year.
because we wanted to see Herbert.
Oh.
Me and I was working in Southern California every week still at the time, and me and my buddy really wanted to go see Herbert, and so we talked about going to that game. So that's cool.
If anything, I guess, and circling back to your question on who's out there that nobody's talking about, I'm just kind of curious to see what happens with Puka.
Puka?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if people are going to be all in on him, or if they're going
I
to
think there's
be
gonna
wondering.
be somebody in every league that's going to be all in on him. Like,
Okay, so we got to
it's-
worry about that guy. So we could drive the price up of
Somebody
him.
like, I mean, in a draft, he might lose a spot or two. You know what I mean? But he's still going to be high first round. You know what I mean? In auctions, he might lose $4 or $5, but he's still going to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, he loses just a tiny bit of value because of the maybe a game, maybe two. But I think most people are okay with the risk because the upside is number one wide receiver in the league. So.
So Bezzy said he paid $850 for the Section 201 in Dallas for a FIFA World Cup. So that's cool, man. You got to go see a soccer game for FIFA, sitting next to the Japanese fans, and then Waffle of Four.
Which I hear the Japanese fans were amazing.
Yeah, I would
that's
love
a
to
clean
hang out with them.
experience.
And then Waffle of Four thinks that T.J. Hawkinson is going to be a top 5 tight end this year.
Oh, that's
And
man.
Jefferson is the number 1 wide
really
receiver
wish I
in the
could
league.
get into that. I've got a dynasty league where I've got Hawkinson, and I really need him to be good. And I just everything I see makes it look like he's lost a few steps, not a step.
And so
but
that's not even the thing that worries me the
but,
most. The thing that worries me the most is his
hope you're
routes.
right.
So I'm not even worried about Hawkinson's health, to be honest with you. The thing that worries me the most is that Kyler Murray is not going to be able to see him.
That too.
All of his routes break open over the middle. So he's
This is a big factor.
Hawkinson's not a guy who wins on the outside, you know? Like Kyler Murray was able to get the ball to Trey McBride because Trey McBride could run corner routes and put his hand up.
Yeah, Hawkinson's going to be sitting in the middle going, hit me.
I was wide open. I know, man. I just couldn't see you. There was no alley
Oh.
for the ball.
Like I said, I don't know if I can believe that, but man, I hope you're right, because if so, I'm going to win this year.
Hey, it sounds like Waffle of Four is totally unconvinced by that. He's like, what are you even saying? McBride had 147 targets last year, according to Waffle of Four.
Yeah, but that was from Brissett. It was mostly from Brissett. But
Okay, and again,
but
I hate
and
sharing with you
also
guys,
like
but-
also
So Tucker Kraft is a tight end sleeper, according to Waffle of Four.
I agree. I agree with Tucker Kraft for sure. Tucker Kraft is a monster.
But
And he looks great.
he
he looks great.
But for this year, it's when is he healthy? When is he?
Now he's
when is he
no.
100%?
The camp highlights
was-
of man.
I heard something else too.
I
man.
was watching a video of him. Like he made a great catch, and then he was chest bumping everybody. Like
Wadabizzy said that. I'm sorry.
uh,
That Wadabizzy said that. They both start with the W in their name. I had some vodka.
He was-
Wadabizzy said
Get that man
Tucker
another
Kraft
drink.
is a tight end sleeper.
it was just
Waffle of Four is in total disagreement. Said nothing about Kraft. I would never promote a Packer. So
Oh,
there you go.
yeah, he's a
and he's
Vikings
actually
fan, right?
offended by now.
Vikings
Yeah.
fan, right?
Right.
Yeah, he is a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
Good.
So
good
yeah,
call.
I like.
Don't know how we
so
figured that
I
out.
like Hawkinson. I'm a known Kyler Murray hater.
True.
And Kyler Murray's fun to watch run around sometimes.
Because he looks like a toddler running
Because
around.
the whole toddler that stole your phone thing. You know, it's exactly what it looks like. But if I wouldn't want to count on him to like lead my team. I haven't asked my uncle how he feels about that yet. But
I thought I
it can't
read
be
or
good.
heard something that Brissett was going to be the starter anyway.
What in Arizona
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah.
That's well.
Yeah. Did you read and hear the same thing?
No, Brissett's,
I said-
he is the starter. Like,
I
what are you
said
saying?
at the end of last year, I wouldn't have been surprised if Kyler Murray was playing baseball at this time.
Murray's
this
in
year.
another city. You know that, right?
Murray's in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
okay.
what we're talking about Hawkinson.
No,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
No,
I'm getting my
I
wires
think
crossed.
Ray
Oh.
got the
Yeah.
quarterbacks mixed
Okay.
up there.
Yeah.
Or the cities.
Got my wires crossed.
Well, Brissett is going to start part of the year this year. I don't think he'll hold on to the job. I think Carson Beck's going to steal it from him.
I don't know. I think
Wadabizzy seems to think that Malik Willis has sneaky potential.
Malik Willis and
All right.
Miami.
Well, I'll put him on the board for you so you can pay extra.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got to be good. I like
Willis?
that's
He's-
got to be that's
my
a bet
fear
that
is
not
that-
only is Malik Willis like good and really good, but so good that he can overcome
Okay,
the
so
fact that he has
Waffle
no
of
weapons.
four.
That's the problem. Is my fear with him is that he's going to end up with like 8 rushing touchdowns,
like,
and it's going to look that part's going to look great, and then you're going to look over the passing, and it's going to be 13 passing touchdowns
Yeah,
and
everything's
like
stacked against him.
1,900 yards or something like that. Because who is he throwing to other than Achane?
So Waffle of 4, I think this is at you, Ken. I'm not sure, though. It might have been at you, but I think it's at Ken.
Uh-oh.
So Waffle of 4 says, Kyler Murray is 5th all-time in complete percentage. So your argument that he only runs around is already false. And you can just call me Waffle.
Okay, Waffle. Oh, I love it. So you like?
I'm sorry. Then
so-
why did he lose his job?
So again, Waffle is a Minnesota fan, and I love that he's this into his team. Like that's fantastic. That you're gonna like really like stand up for Kyler Murray. Like, don't get me wrong, he could be decent in your offense, and your coaches are amazing, and like you guys can make this work. Don't get me wrong. I think Minnesota is again one of those teams that has a very wide potential on this season. But like Kyler Murray is not the greatest, man. Like he is better than JJ. That's what you can say. Sorry, that's my 2 cents, and I'm sure you can tell me otherwise. But I love your passion, brother.
Yeah. Also on that list, that top 10 list, it includes guys like right in front of him, Jimmy Garoppolo. Right in front of who? Two spot. So that list, the all-time completion percentage list, right?
Okay.
Number 4 is Jimmy Garoppolo. Number 2 is Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Number 6 is Dak. Number 7 is Kirk Cousins. Number 8 is that Mac Jones? No. Number
So this list
number
is
10
a
is
little suspect,
Bridgewater.
is what you're
Number
saying.
11 is Deshaun Watson. So I'm not sure that this is a list that we can go to and say that's where our winners are.
It sounds like we got a good question here. So from Ben Lux, do you all think Carnell Tate, Tony Pollard, and Dallas Goedert for Devontae Smith and Alvin Kamara is a good trade?
Wait, what?
He's getting Smith.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is this? Dynasty
Okay,
trade?
so he's dynasty or
yeah, the context.
Yeah,
Is
little
it dynasty?
context is
Is it
definitely nice.
redraft?
but just in general, that's Goddard, I don't
want Goddard, I don't want Pollard.
tight end, and then
And Tate. So he gave up Tate. So if it's a dynasty trade, it's a bad trade. Because
Redraft.
Yeah, if it's redraft, it's a great trade. Because Devonta Smith is somebody that I was going to talk about when we were talking about people who aren't getting talked about enough. Like, to me, Devonta Smith isn't getting talked about enough. Like, everybody is really in love with the idea of drafting A.J. Brown right now. And it's like, yeah, all of that makes a whole lot of sense. But you know who's got his quarterback and no target competition anymore is this really talented receiver named Devonta Smith in Philadelphia. And it's crazy to me that you're able to get Devonta Smith like 20 picks later. I'll take Devonta Smith.
I'll let you have him.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
know.
for the cost. I'm saying for the cost.
I kind of feel
for
like
the cost.
I kind of feel like
I'll-
Devontae Smith gets more targets than people realize. I think I had both Smith and Brown at one point, and I was like,
And
was
I'll
weird
admit,
trying to
I
pick
have
which
a
one to
bias.
start.
I have a bias against the smaller guys because the smaller guys really tend to get hurt, and when they get hurt, it's like major.
He's not
And so
like Tank
he's-
Dell
and-
small.
And don't get me wrong, he's proven himself for like 4 years now. So I am in the wrong at this point. If I should have been drafting him these last 4 years, but this is one of those guys that I'm avoiding. And I'm avoiding Achane.
to me,
I just
okay.
I don't
To
like
me, this is the year to
baby
not
boys.
avoid Devonta Smith. Like this year, this is his year. He is.
why
one-
is this year his year?
So AJ Brown's out of his
AJ
way.
yeah.
He is at. So Devonta Smith is just about to turn 27, I think. Right.
Yeah.
And they drafted a guy in the first round in this draft, Mekhi Lemon,
Uh-huh.
who's coming. So to me, this is the year. Like Devonta, if he's not able to put together like the 1,300 yard, 10 touchdown season this year, he's just not going to do it.
Period.
And to me, he has displayed everything that you'd want to see from somebody that you think could do it if they were given the opportunity. And that's the way that I feel about it. Like, I'm not like Devonta Smith isn't somebody that I'm just, I've been trying to get in Dynasty or anything like that, but in redraft, I feel like this is a really good time to have
I can't hate on you for that opinion. I really can't. It's not my opinion. It's not somebody who I'm going to go for, but this is a guy that, when you're wrong on a guy, you have to admit it. I admit that I'm wrong on this guy, but I'm still not drafting him.
Okay, hold on. All right, so hold on.
You know what's
hold on.
interesting?
Hold on.
He's got something good over here.
So Waffle is not letting this go. He said,
The completion thing?
I never said being on the list made him a great QB. You said all he did was run around. I simply pointed out that he was an effective passer.
You can complete a high percentage of your passes if you don't throw that many.
Unless you want to somehow argue that having a career completion percentage of 67.1 is somehow an irrelevant quarterback stat.
It is, apparently.
If he is somehow average, we are winning the division.
Teddy Bridgewater and Jimmy G are both on that list. So apparently it is an irrelevant quarterback stat now. Like, apparently they don't make you throw enough passes to get on the list.
I don't know.
Waffle, I really hope you subscribe, dude. I love your
Me too.
opinions, man. Like, this is fun. Obviously, you're a diehard Viking fan, and one of my best friends would absolutely love you. But yeah, I love your opinions, bro.
He said wild unsubscribe. I think I know this guy, actually. I think I work with him. So if that's the case, maybe we'll bring him in. Maybe I'll buy a fourth microphone.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we'll buy a fourth microphone
guest.
and bring him
But
in.
yeah, Kyler Murray's never attempted more than 558 pass attempts. That's just for content, that's less than 32 a game. He's never attempted more than 32 passes per game. So now what I will say is, like, caveat to that is that some of the best offenses all time average somewhere between 32 and 35 pass attempts per game. Like, when you get guys that average 40 to 45, that's not necessarily a recipe for success for your football team. But like, for fantasy football purposes, like, if your quarterback's only throwing 32 times a game, he better fucking run his ass off.
TIL, it doesn't matter how many passes a quarterback completes. 25-25 balance is a good thing. I need more vodka.
I'm rooting for the Vikings.
Grab that
year,
bottle.
Man. I'm definitely rooting for him. So.
Like, I'll give you this, man. There's no way I would start J.J. McCarthy over him.
I traded that sucker away. I hope J.J. McCarthy
For nothing. You gave him away for nothing.
I hope he never sees the field again. Makes me feel good about that trade. Because I'm really starting to have my doubts about Jackson Dart, man.
You know what sucks, though?
All my doubts about him have been amplified.
You know what really
recently.
sucks is I like Cam Ward.
Do I have any rum in there?
I like.
I think, I'm looking at rum right
yes,
there.
I like Cam Ward. Cam Ward looks good.
That might be a bet that's brewing right there.
What kind of bet? Well, the only reason I'm talking about it is because you traded Cam Ward straight up for J.J. McCarthy. So
No, I don't want the stolen rum.
stolen.
I don't want the stolen rum. That look at the proof of that.
Excuse me.
That's if you want to light it on fire and drink it. That's what that's for. That's if you want to light.
I just saw rum. I'm sorry.
I don't want the. If there's no rum, I think I have a bottle in the kitchen. I can have my son bring it.
All right, so to bring us back into what we were talking about, guys who were just not being talked about enough. Devonta Smith is one for me, but he's still kind of like, if you want to get him, you still have to pay like a third or fourth round pick to get him. The guy to me that is just criminally too low is Ramondre Stevenson. Like, people are drafting Travion Henderson in the 5th, early in the 5th, early in the 6th round, somewhere in that range. And you can get Henderson in the 8th. Or, excuse me, Stevenson. You can get Ramondre Stevenson in the 8th. And, for what we're trying to do here, I'll take Stevenson in the 8th. You can go ahead and gamble that Henderson's going to be the guy. I'll take the guy that I know is going to get passing down work and short yardage work and is going to score, going to get enough touches to score me 12 to 14 points a game. Because that's what we're talking about. He's going like a running back that week one is going to score you 12 to 14 points a game if he doesn't score touchdowns, should not be going in round 8.
We got 2.
That's crazy.
So,
Oh, all right.
Waffle says, you think Trey just falls off? He doesn't take off this year? And then I
Trey?
got one more underneath.
You talking about Trey?
Okay,
If he's talking about Trey McBride, I'm worried about the offensive coordinator.
No, he's
change.
talking about Trevo.
Travion Henderson.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I'm.
See,
I don't.
this is well. I love that he brought that up because that's exactly what I was going to say. Is I think there's a really good chance that Trevo is eating into his workload. Maybe not as much at the beginning of the season
I don't
as
think
the end, for
Ramondre.
sure.
So I'm not talking about he should be a top 24 pick or a top 36 pick. What I'm saying is you're getting a guy that's going to score you 12 points a game all season long, unless he gets hurt in round 8.
I
That
hear you.
shouldn't
I
happen.
hear-
You shouldn't be able to get that.
But I would rather have Travion Henderson.
I wouldn't.
Like just straight up.
I wouldn't because
I'd rather have
because
Trevo.
because what you're giving up, at what the guys that you're giving up drafting at that range, you're going to give up Jameson, you're going to give up Terry McLaurin, you're going to give up Zay Flowers, you're going to give up positional advantage at tight end. These are the types of guys that you're giving up to take Travion Henderson, who might turn into the guy that scores you 12 points. You don't know.
No,
you just
no,
don't
no.
know.
His might is way bigger than that. His ceiling is high, bro.
I don't. Man, I
He's
don't
got
know.
a
Like,
nice.
because
He's got a nice ceiling, and I
He's-
guess you don't see it, but
he's still because he's not. So
he's not there yet. Don't get me
he's
wrong.
not a.
But if he averages 15 touches a game, what does he do?
Well, their offense has to be really good because, like, I think we're getting enamored
Yeah.
with the fact that they had a 4th place schedule last year and destroyed teams. Okay,
Agreed.
their schedule is going to be a lot tougher this year.
Agreed.
Like, nobody is, going to be surprised by any of the things that they do. I do expect them to be good, but Mike Vrabel is an old school guy, and from what I've seen coming out of camp, like, they're asking Ramondre to do a bunch of stuff that you really hope that you're just seeing Henderson doing. And that include, like, we're talking about pass routes, and Ramondre looking good doing it. And so if you're a Henderson fan, is exactly what you don't want to see. And now I'm not saying I'm a Ramondre lover over Henderson. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, like, I'm just looking at what's happening and making a decision, based on the most fantasy points that I can produce. And so, like, based on everything that's happening so far, I am worried about drafting Travion Henderson for the cost. I don't want to do that. I'm going to let everybody else pay the cost on Travion Henderson this draft season. I will be wrong about him. I'll go ahead. I'm okay with that. To me, Travion Henderson is not a top 15 running back this year.
Did you have rum? What the fuck, man? I had him bring in the big old bottle of rum, and there was some right here.
I don't. So yeah, to me, like, if you're talking about a breakout for Travion Henderson is he's got to be top 15, top 10. I don't think it's happening.
So,
This
all
year.
right,
This
so
year.
let's catch
I don't
up
think
with
it's
the
happening
comments.
this year.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't like that. So Wadabusy's saying he doesn't like that the backfield is split in New England, and he thinks that K9 finishes as running back 1. And
Overall RB1.
that's what he said. And
Whew,
then
man.
Waffle says the Patriots are lucky they are in a division with the Jets and Dolphins. Nah, Jonathan Taylor finishes 1 this year with a healthy Daniel Jones all year.
The Jets are better than people think. Like,
So is Jonathan Taylor. Yeah.
I wouldn't pick the Jets. And I got a ring coming my way. I might change my mind. We'll see what happens.
And I will say that I watched the one series that Geno Smith was in today with the preseason game, and looked all right against one of the best defenses in the league, Houston. And
he was perfect, actually.
I'm saying I wouldn't
feel
pick
like
the
he's
Jets.
perfect,
I'm
but-
saying I wouldn't pick the Jets. Now, if you're
You're
saying
talking about tonight, right?
if you're saying
he was 7
that
for
you're
7.
all in on the Jets so much that it's a hot take that I wouldn't pick the Jets, I don't know. I don't know what to think about your
Wait, what?
prowess.
What are we talking about? What?
I don't know. I don't know what he. Maybe
Whose
he can
prowess
elaborate.
is in question? Is it Brian?
Mine or Waffles.
Oh,
He's saying he's gonna unsub because I said I wouldn't pick the Jets
over who?
over anyone.
Over anyone? Yes, you.
Who are you
would.
picking the Jets over this year?
I'll take the Jets over the Cardinals. I'll take the Jets over the
Cardinals.
Browns. I'll take the Jets over the Dolphins.
Dolphins for sure.
I'll take. Let's see. What else we got?
Based on what?
There aren't many.
I'll take the Jets over the
There
Raiders.
shouldn't be many.
I'll take.
And I would say every one of those are 50-50.
I'll
I wouldn't
take-
be like,
I'll
oh,
take-
for sure I'm picking the Jets over those teams. You know?
I'll take the Jets over the Falcons. I think the Falcons are bad. I think the Falcons would be really bad.
I'd have to think about that one.
That's.
Let's see who the
a
Jets
statement
are playing
on
this
Bijan
year.
in London. I mean,
It's
if,
not.
if,
No,
if
it's not.
they're that bad,
No, it's
then
to me. It's not that. It's their defense. I think their defense is going to be bad.
Well, then that's okay. Then that's kind of good for your.
like they
Oh,
have, so they
never
have-
mind.
to
He
me-
said he's going to unsub because Boston. I'm imagining
No.
it's Ken. Because Boston thinks the Jets are better than what people realize. Okay. All right.
Well, hey, and Ken is a fan
that's
of
what did
like
it for you,
every
right?
freaking team. That's what I've discovered because
Oh, yeah.
Ken
What's that?
wears jerseys of every team, wears hats of every team. Like he is a fan of like players and sports in general and
Players
you,
over
you
institutions,
never know
brother.
what he's going to wear. Whereas you know I am always going to have a Steelers hat on. And you know that Ray is always going to
That's
have a
true.
Rams hat on.
It's true.
You never know what Ken's going to be wearing.
You never know. It could be because some random player did something amazing.
Absolutely.
And he's wearing not necessarily that jersey, but that team's like
Yeah,
something from that team, which is fun. I think it's fun.
Oh, dude, I love it.
So, all right. So let's look at the Jet schedule. If I had to pick today, and I'll get to the comments here in a
Ooh,
second.
can we do
If
that?
I had to pick today, we have Jets,
Let's just
Tennessee
do that.
Titans. I'm picking Titans. We have Jets, Green Bay. I'm picking Green Bay.
Uh-huh.
Jets, Detroit.
We'll take
I'm picking
Detroit.
Detroit.
Uh-huh.
Jets, Bears. I'm picking Bears. Jets and Browns.
I'll take the Jets at home. I'll
That's
take
a hard
50-50.
one.
I'll take the Jets at home.
That's a
on that
hard one, you know. But
And then Jets,
Oh,
Patriots. Jets
that's-
at Patriots. We'll take the Patriots.
but Browns traded Myles Garrett, so there's something there.
Their
You
defense
know?
is gonna be
Defense is
worse.
Still really good.
They're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
And then you
they're not
got
gonna be
Jets
bad.
versus New England.
They're gonna
Picking
be
New
okay.
England.
I know.
They're gonna be okay.
I will be
They're-
happy if I get.
They're
two
gonna be
wins
much
against
worse.
Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins has a new head coach, so that one's kind of.
I'll take the Jets at home.
I'll take the Jets.
I'll
there.
take the Jets at home.
And then you got
And then the Raiders. I'll take the
Raiders-
Jets at home.
who's the new coach for Raiders, or is it still Steve
Kubiak.
Kubiak? Okay,
Clint
that's
Good
right.
coach.
Offensive.
So,
Well, we don't know.
well, we think.
His
He
dad
was
his
hired
dad-
like
his
a good
daddy was a
coach.
good.
You would
coach.
take the Jets over the Raiders on this game?
Oh yeah.
As of right now, yes.
As of
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, as of
As
today.
of right now, yes. But
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
That's
and
not.
Then, and then you got Jets, Kansas City.
We'll take the Chiefs.
You're taking the Chiefs. The Bills and the
We'll take
Jets.
the
You're taking the
Bills.
Bills. Chargers and Jets.
take
You're
the
taking the
Chargers.
Chargers. Miami and Jets again.
In Miami,
You're
we'll
gonna
take the
Miami.
Got a
Dolphins.
horrible
In-
schedule.
Yeah,
Broncos and
they
Jets.
do.
You're taking the Broncos.
Damn.
Yep.
You know,
Jets at Cardinals. We'll take. That's a good one. See, I'm probably taking the Jets
I'll take
because
the
we're
Jets
talking.
there
So
for
this is in December. Like we're calling it right now in August. Like I'm calling that Jacoby Brissett will no longer be the starter, and they'll be playing for somewhere near the number one pick at that point.
Oh, okay.
That could be a number one pick bowl.
And
That one right there.
That's
Let's
the
circle.
common
Let's
knowledge.
circle that right now. Let's go ahead and call that one. The Cardinals versus Jets.
We can write it down.
I think can actually decide the number one pick.
Ooh, that's a long call. Hold on, let me write that down so we can remember this. So you think that
it actually could happen. Absolutely.
very
that
Absolutely.
Jets versus
Very much
Cardinals. So Jets versus
And
Cardinals.
then their
we'll
last two
revisit
games,
this.
they're at home for the Patriots. We'll pick the Patriots. They're at home for the Vikings, and we'll take the Vikings. So,
yeah. So Jets versus Cardinals is going to determine what now?
number one overall pick for the
Number
draft,
one
for
overall pick.
2027 draft. Who
Okay.
gets Arch Manning?
right.
All right. Okay, so let's catch up with the comments. here.
Arch Manning to the Jets. Never mind. The Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals win that game. It's gonna happen.
'Cause you don't want them.
Arch
you don't
Man-
want,
dude.
you
He's
don't want
Arch
Archie
Manning in New
going to
York.
The Jets.
That would be great.
All right.
Ooh.
Garrett Wilson and
Ooh,
Brees
boy.
Hall get a little. That'd be nice.
All right, let's catch up with the comments here.
I'm getting excited already about that. Actually.
Okay, so first one up.
2027 draft Arch Manning to the Jets. Let's go.
Wada Busy. Which Bears wide receiver are y'all big on?
Adunze. Not and I'm not huge on him. The injury to Luther Burden in camp is definitely a factor.
I'm not worried about the injury.
And honestly, I think that's
so
it's
quick
going
to
to be a
shut guys
spread out
down now
offense.
that they're not even real injuries anymore. Like unless the guy actually like tore his ACL,
I
know
what you mean
they're
there, yeah.
so careful with guys anymore that it's like it used to be like, oh, he's limited in practice. Nope, tore his hamstring. And that doesn't happen anymore. They figure that stuff out. They're real good at figuring out that a player just like needs rest and things like that. From what I've seen, I would still take Burden over Adunze.
Oh, we just got a comment on Burden, so let's catch up.
And
So-
Loveland is got to be said. He's got to be in that conversation in there. But
Waffle
sorry,
wants
go
to
ahead.
let us know that he hasn't worn a jersey since the 09 championship of the game.
Wait, what?
Waffle, he hasn't.
Since the 09, you're talking about Favre?
The 09 championship
You're
game.
talking about Favre, right? Is that so the end of
maybe.
the 09 season. So that's Bounty Gate. That's the Bounty Gate game. That's
Okay.
I
So
love it.
Waffle also feels like the Titans win. I think he was trying to catch in some of our rapid fire picks
Man,
there.
the Vikings were good that year.
And then I like Rome Odonze for Wadabizy's comment. Raiders beat the Jets, so he was kind of
I'm okay with putting a bet on that one. If we want to do like a season bet real quick, I'm sorry.
of what? What are we doing a season bet on?
Because it seems like people are like on Odunze and I'm on Burden. I think Burden's going to outscore
I'll take that
Odunze.
bet.
Ooh, what do we got here? We got a bet.
That's
You're
a Bowmore.
taking who?
That's a Bowmore.
A Bowmore?
Yeah. Adunze.
A Bowmore. You're
I'll-
getting
yeah,
Dunze, and you're
absolutely.
getting.
I'll take Burden.
Burden.
Okay, hold on. Where are my post-it notes? I'm like
All right,
running out of
well,
them.
And
while
I
he's
like
doing
Rome.
that,
I do
let me
like
just
Rome.
explain. A few years back, I got a bottle of alcohol. I paid $60 for a fifth. So, I mean, this is an expensive bottle of alcohol. We all
Dunze,
thought it was
and
going to be
You're
good.
taking who?
Burden.
We all take our first shot,
Burden.
and it is the worst shot we've ever
And
taken.
then just
it tastes
more
like
points?
absolute crap.
Yes.
So from now
Points,
on,
PPR.
whenever
Full
you really
PPR
mean
points.
a bet, it's a Bowmore bet, because that is
Or hat.
like,
Like we do hat
the
bets
punishment.
too. But the hat bet, it doesn't really like. So the hat bet doesn't really like cover a bet like this one because this
Yeah.
is a season-long bet,
that's more of a weekly thing. Yeah.
Right. This is a week in, week out one. Like I believe this guy. This is like like right now. If we were gonna put a hat bet on the line, it would have been like Henderson versus Ramondre in week 1. And I am a Ramondre guy. Hey. In a lot of form, hey, I'm in the middle of a guillotine draft right now. Okay, somebody took Travion Henderson in round 4.
Oh, yeah, I
early
pointed-
round
I was
round
pointing
4,
that out one too.
right? Because and ADP says that that's where you're supposed to take him. But if I'm playing for my fucking life in week 1, I'm taking Ramondre. Who's against me?
Yeah.
Who's against me right now?
No, I'm not against you there
Okay.
either. Now, but
So how does that change?
guillotine
So, no,
leagues.
hold on.
Wait, I just want to say guillotine leagues are new, and so if you guys have not participated in a guillotine league yet, where this is going to be Ken's first season, like you should do it. Guillotine leagues are awesome. Now they're awesome in tandem to your other leagues because they tend to end sooner. If you get unlucky or whatever and you get knocked out, or even if you win in like week 12 or 13 usually. So, who cares? Not a big deal. So it's nice to have that other league, and the strategy to it is a little bit different. It's way fun. Definitely recommend it as a complimentary league. Please do it.
All right, so catching up on comments. Genuine question from Waffle. What about Aaron Glenn makes you think the Jets are coached
Nothing. I don't think Aaron Glenn's the future there.
by the competent person? I am very interested. So he
Nothing.
wants it. He's very interested.
Now, I liked Aaron Glenn as a player 25 years ago, but as a head coach, I've seen absolutely nothing.
What's up, Frizzle?
However, the Jets have had multiple years where they've had like 5 picks in the top 40 in the last 5 years. Like, there's just more there than people realize. They have a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith is a competent quarterback. The Vegas situation was really bad. It was a really bad career move for Geno Smith last year.
It's hard to judge him on last year.
Yeah,
but,
you
but
can't.
he was there last year, so you got
He
to
didn't
have your
li- I don't
doubts.
know. You say that, and it's like I don't know if that was Geno or Pod Geno, and like I think to that Colts game where and like fuck you Geno for this because like he killed me so bad that week. Like I started him over like there were a couple other options. Like oh man.
I just read this next comment, right?
Go.
Here's the thing. Because we're catching up on comments. So this comment was like 5 minutes ago, okay? But
Sorry guys.
Here's the thing.
It happens.
With Waffle in here, I don't even know if I need to be here, right? So he says
What's up, bro?
he says the Jets are better than what people realize, but we're fighting for the number 1 pick. What?
Oh, well, look at their schedule. Their schedule's terrible.
So
Their schedule's terrible.
That's a funny point, and their schedule is terrible.
But if you put that, but against the other teams that are going to be fighting for the number 1 pick, I like them. I like if you're
they're top 5.
because if you're talking about like pick the
They're
five,
top 5.
pick the 5 teams you think could be battling for the number 1 pick. The Jets are going to be one of those teams. But then look at the other teams. You're like, oh yeah, put them against the Jets. Yeah, I guess the Jets are pretty good then. You know what I mean? And that's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
Like if it was a tournament among the bottom 6 teams,
The toilet bowl.
yeah, the tournament bowl,
yeah,
then the
NFL
Jets would like win as be the best team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. They get screwed
But-
and get a worse draft pick for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frizzle,
that's
I
fine.
see
That-
your
that's all
question,
I was
Frizzle.
saying.
We're gonna get to it. We're catching up on
let's go to
comments, but
Frizzle.
I see your
Oh,
I see
sorry.
your question. So, all right. So Luther, Burden, and Loveland are the only Bears players worth anything. Okay, that's not a question. That's a comment. That's cool.
Wrong,
Any
but
thoughts
cool.
on that?
I'm worried
just,
about
just
so-
that he's completely wrong. but
Yeah,
yeah.
Dunze and Swift. Yeah, I mean, you want to buy into the Bears' offense this season. I think like that's
I think so too.
like I think Caleb Williams is
I
worth
think
having.
Dunze is going to be a value and probably the best receiving option on that team, and I think Swift is going to be a value because the offense could be so
You know what's
spread out
funny
and
is
good
like
that he's
so
gonna
the
get a
player who's getting drafted
of
the
yards.
highest to me, so the player who's getting drafted the highest to me is the one that I'm most worried about in their offense. I'm totally fine with
Loveland?
I'm totally fine with taking Caleb. Totally fine with taking both receivers with Swift at their cost, right? But Loveland, to me, you are paying the absolute like ceiling,
Yeah.
right? And like so that's based on like what you've seen, and basically this is that Cincinnati game last year where he went nuts, right?
Yep.
And my problem is that they have 2 running backs that they really like. We've seen what Ben Johnson's offense does, and he had a stud in Laporta, and we just could never get the volume out of Laporta that we wanted. And now, like, and so that's, to me, I'm not drafting Loveland where he's going. I'm not paying for Loveland. He's the only one.
You're
that
not
I'm-
saying he's going to be bad, but
No,
he's
right.
not. He's just not worth the
I'm
price.
right.
No,
I agree
because
because I
on
don't think
that.
you're getting a Bowers, a
much
McBride.
risk.
Like yes, that he has to
So-
score touchdowns to me to pay off
Yep.
for what he's like. What people are paying. You're not going to get 90 catches.
Okay.
All right, what you
So,
got?
all right. Continuing on with the comments. So, Luther Burden and Loveland are the only Bears players worth anything. And Caleb, I guess. So that's from Waffle.
DeAndre Swift.
Now Frizzle, he jumped
No
in.
respect. He's Rodney Dangerfield. Like all the dude does is produce RB2 seasons. That's all he does. He literally all he does is produce RB2 seasons, and he can't fucking get any love. Nobody will draft him. And Monungai's hurt. And Monungai has an injury that he's dealing with right
Swift
now,
is a
and
value
Swift
right now.
still can't get any love.
Right now, he's a value.
It's crazy. Anyway, sorry.
That was good. Okay, so Fizzle's back, or Frizzle, I'm sorry, and he,
Wait,
he
the
welcomed,
Magic School Bus?
and he said hi, and I did call him out. But he's his first question. He just noticed that Wandell Robinson is on his waivers, and he's in a
Shouldn't
half
be.
PPR 12-man league. And he's wondering if he should drop Casey.
Yes, Concepcion.
Concepcion?
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Concepcion or Jonan Coleman to pick
Oh, I would
Wandell
drop
up
Coleman.
to stash on his
I would
bench.
drop Coleman because Coleman can sit on the waiver wires until
Yeah.
like an injury happens, and you can fight over him with Fab. Like the only argument against that would be like if you have rolling waivers and not Fab, and you have to have priority in order to get him. Because then you have to play a different game. You have to be more careful about who you're willing to
then
let
you just
go.
try to have to get them a little bit early. Like okay, when one of those guys on your bench isn't working out, then just get rid of him and get Coleman at that point.
That's
you know
what
I mean?
well, I agree, but and so what I was saying is that so I would rather, based on what you think they could do, if I was gonna have to fight through like waiver priority and not just be able to bid Fab to get him back, I would rather drop Concepcion than drop Jonah Coleman. I'd rather just sit on Coleman because I don't feel like I'm going to start either of them right away.
Oh, for sure.
And Coleman has a higher ceiling. He's going to be the one I want more. And so what I'm saying is like if you have rolling waivers where like you have priority order, like
Do you guys
that
want to hear his
have
bench?
you
He's
have
got
to-
a bench.
You have to be more careful about who you drop.
Yeah,
So-
let's hear the bench.
But I would
Just-
absolutely pick up Wandale.
So-
Wandale shouldn't be on waivers.
Okay, so let's catch up with
That's
Frizzle
a
here,
top
and then I'll
90
get to
pick.
Waffle. But Frizzle, he took Tyler Warren in the 7th round, and he guesses everyone was just worried about the injury, and he'll take the discount price.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
and
stupid.
his-
seventh. Oh my God, that's
His-
ridiculous value.
His bench is currently 6 spots. It's Dak Prescott, Josh Downs, Gainwell, Stribling, KC, and Coleman.
Yeah, you already have a rookie that you're what's the word I'm looking on speculating on with Stribling, and I like Stribling a lot more than I like Concepcion for what's going on. So yes, I would pick up Wandale because Wandale should not be on the waiver wire. Like both of those guys, Stribling or Concepcion, should be on the waiver wire before Wandale Robinson. That's crazy. The guy,
so? You think
absolutely yes,
Okay,
yes.
so what do you think Wandale is this year? You think he's a wide receiver 2?
3, but he's a solid 3. Like I'm top 30. Like you can start him in any league where you are starting 3 wide
And
receivers.
Concepcion is a first-round draft pick, right?
Yes,
And
He's
you don't see how there's any way he can get to be
dude
a
it's-
wide receiver
That's
too
that's the
this year?
another. The Browns are going to be competing for the number 1 overall pick.
I think they're. I mean, that's definitely.
They're
out
not
there.
gonna-
There's
I don't-
definitely a good chance of that.
I don't think they're going to score a lot of points.
But that defense is good. That defense has
they're
pride.
not
They
that.
wanna-
They're not as good anymore.
Well, I mean, losing Garrett is a big thing, but they got younger. They've got. I get it. I don't know. I guess
Jared
I'm just a little
Verse
scared of
is
Cleveland
not,
as a Pittsburgh
like they got a
fan.
piece back, and I think that negates some.
He's
of,
got
some of the
Woody
hurt that people
Marks
feel.
and Marshawn Lloyd on the waivers too.
Leave him there.
Okay.
This is a 12-team league.
And he just wants to polish his
Woody
bench up.
Marks did look good on Monday night. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He looked he had a
That's-
couple of
that's-
very good
yeah,
runs on
that's
Monday
window
night.
dressing. I wouldn't
Mike
pay attention to
Washington
that.
continues to impress. He had another big run on Monday night. I think
saw
people
that.
are going to be drafting him. But no.
So let's rewind a little bit. We got Waffle saying that everyone is still hurt from all times he was drafted with the Lions.
Who?
Everyone is still hurt from all the times he was drafted
Swift?
with the Lions.
If you look at Swift's finishes, he's an RB2 every year. Every single year.
Yeah. And I've
Six-
had Swift several seasons.
6 straight years.
2 years that
It
matter,
is
but
6
yeah,
straight
yeah.
years, and including the last 3 years, he's had 1,000 yards rushing.
And then his follow-up is Swift would need 3 more 1,000-yard seasons to erase the damage he did to fantasy teams coming out of
What?
college. I've had Swift, I think, the last 2 to 3 years. I think he did decent. I didn't pay a lot for him, though.
I think he's a value this year, but like he's not a world beater. He's not one of the. Oh my God, I have to have Swift.
I don't think. Yeah,
But-
I don't think I'm gonna
But he-
target him on my.
he might
on,
overperform a little bit. I mean,
Like
The thing is he's a cat. He's a receptive. He receives and he runs.
can do
So,
both.
He does both.
he can
so
be
I-
a high-end RB2.
But he didn't get a lot of touches.
in
And he
his
didn't get a lot of
6
targets
years.
last season.
Last year was his lowest.
There you go. See, I just said
number of receptions. Okay, lowest. He had 34. Okay, he only had 48 targets. He had 34 receptions, but he's a touchdown scorer. He's had I'm sorry, it wasn't 3 straight 1,000 yards. He was close in 24, but and he's still only 26.
Yeah.
So, and this is that season, the age 27 season, is where a lot of players have their best year.
Well, and here's the thing: is
And I think the Bears are going to score so many points this year.
They have so many weapons.
Yeah.
They have so many
And
weapons.
so here,
but they only have one clear running back, and that's Swift.
No, they like Monongai. They
Who's
like him.
hurt?
So
Who's
he's not.
hurt?
So
Who's
he's
a
not.
seventh round
He's
draft
not as
pick?
big as David Montgomery.
I'm
but
not
that's
sold on
how
Monongai
they
at all.
like to use him.
But Swift is going to get the
And-
ball 16 to 18 times a game. Is that a fair average?
I would say I was going to 16 to 20.
Okay, so
Like,
16
it's going to be
to
a
20.
lot. It's going to be a lot.
So, as a talented running back, not super talented, not over the top, but as a pretty good running back on an offense where you have three good wide receivers and a tight end out there spreading the defense out.
So
Like all of a
here's-
sudden, there's a lot of holes for Swift. I can see Swift being a real nice value this
So here's why I like Swift a lot. I like Burden a lot, and I like Caleb Williams. I think they're going to score a lot of points. I like Swift because we've seen Ben Johnson likes to score through the running game.
When you're ready, I have Frizzle's starting lineup.
All right.
And also the player, the position that gets drawn plays up for them, like in terms of receivers, is the guy that plays the Amon-Ra, the slot, like all the little goal line, like short catches and stuff like that. Amon-Ra scores a lot of short touchdowns. He did with Ben Johnson,
Right.
and Burden is going to play that role.
I don't know about y'all. This Spice
No,
Rum is
See,
hitting.
I just that argument I have a little.
You grab
bit
me
of
a Coke
problem
while you're
with. I just the fact that was his system, over there in Detroit. Well, that was his system in Detroit because those were the strengths of Detroit. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that he's going
also
to
built this team.
he's building this team. That doesn't mean that everything's going to be. He's still
didn't
going to
draft
build
a
towards the
Doomsday.
strengths of this team. That's all I'm saying. He's a good coach. All right. So comments.
He drafted Burden. He didn't draft a Doomsday.
So, Frizzle's starting team is Justin Herbert, CMC, which is going to be interesting this year. Achan, Zay, Garrett, Tyler, Javonte Williams in the flex spot. Digging
Garrett.
a bit deeper for the wide receiver waivers, he sees Jacoby Lane, Cyrus Allen, Tavion Wicks, Malik Washington, Naylor, and Jennings. Any of those appealing? He wants to know.
Cyrus Allen has the most upside out of those names. A couple of those other names might be good for like weekly pickups here and there. Malik Washington has a chance to be good, but oh gosh, that's nonsense.
Hey,
But
if you think that Malik Willis is a player that you can invest in and play at the
didn't-
quarterback
I don't think
position,
I
I'm just
said
saying. I'm saying if you are one of those people.
okay, I was like, we're
Okay,
gonna say that.
If you are one of those people who believes that Malik Willis is worth playing, then you have to kind of believe in Malik Washington because that's his wide receiver one. That is. That's who it is.
You think,
So
and honestly, if you think Malik is going to be that good this year, it's because of his legs, and so he's one of those guys that it doesn't really matter who his number one wide receiver is because he's only going to have 50 yards and 3 targets because it's all about his legs and the running.
where's
game.
my Kyler guy to jump in and explain to him how a tiny running quarterback can still produce targets?
Speaking of that guy, Waffle is saying everyone is saying J.K. Lane is killing it in camp.
Jalen?
Not sure what the new Ravens offense will look like, but he likes Lane.
I don't know too much about. I know that they drafted a couple of guys in the 3rd and 4th round, Jalen Lane and Elijah Surratt. And I don't know a ton about either of them, so I can't speak too much on them.
And Bateman just
But-
got hurt or something, right?
But I know that we have 8 years of Lamar Jackson, and investing in anything other than what we know to be his absolute number one target has been folly. We know it's Zay Flowers.
But the Jets
But
are better than what
but
people
this
realize.
year, he's
That's
got to have
just
a wide
another
open
little-
offense, and he's going to throw for 5,000
I don't think they heard me,
That's a
Waffle.
great story, Brian.
Sorry, man. Just trying to be the
if you
counter
and if,
argument there. But
and if
no,
you
I
believe
completely
that,
agree.
I've got a bridge I can sell you.
And that's the thing is I think the Ravens are in a downturn this year.
I kind of do too.
I am staying.
I'm
away
worried about
from the
Derrick
Ravens
Henry.
this year.
I'm worried about Derrick Henry.
I'm worried about the whole Ravens offense. But beware.
So,
Go
3
ahead.
comments. Bateman got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Waffle says the Jets shipped Geno Smith out the door and then won a Super Bowl. And then, what?
Wait, what?
And then,
the
Frizzle
Seahawks.
saying
The
domestic.
Seahawks shipped him out the door
Yeah.
and won a Super Bowl.
Yes, they did. And then domestic violence for Frizzle. And then Waffle is saying, no way.
Wait,
Minter is the next
Wait,
Mike
who was the
McDonald.
domestic violence on?
That one would be on probably Bateman.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
He's
he
done.
had domestic violence thing that just came out today.
He's done.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Sad.
Okay, and so no way. Waffle says no way. Mentor is the next Mike McDonald, and Wadabezi saying Josh Downs is being slept on.
I agree.
So
That I agree
well,
with.
isn't Downs hurt too? Like it feels
He
like
has had an
all the indie receivers are hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's just and it's so hard this time of year because are they hurt or are they veterans? You know what I mean?
And we got a
Are they
question.
getting
Downs-
some veteran rest?
Well,
That's.
those guys are all young. Downs, Pierce, and Warren are all 25
I mean, it just seems
and
like
younger.
the top receivers every year. Oh, they have a little something wrong with their
no,
groin
more
or their
so-
hamstring
so-
during this time of year, and then they're
I
fine
agree.
come week
I told,
one. I mean, that happens
they're
all the
skipping
time.
out on playing preseason games.
It-
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, question: has Zay Flowers owner? He's as a Zay Flower owner. So
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay.
As a Zay Flowers owner, I shouldn't get Jacoby Lane, right?
No. Wait, and you're talking about redraft? If you're talking about like
Redraft, no.
in Dynasty, I
In
just like take the best
Dynasty,
player that's available to me
Yeah.
and like figure it out later. You know, like in one of my rosters that we're in the middle of rebuilding. We're really starting to turn it around. And Jordan Tyson was the best player available, and I recently traded for Chris Olave because he was cheap. And
Reality
I
of
still
it
took
is,
Jordan Tyson because he was the best player to take. So in Dynasty, it's different, but in redraft, no, you do not. And like in redraft, you don't want any pass catcher that's not named Zay Flowers until Zay Flowers gets hurt.
So, a couple comments.
And then and even
let me
after
get
that,
these
I don't think
comments
you
out.
want anybody.
Let me get the comments out. So, Waffle saying he's got to run, but it's been fun, and he will tune in next week. And he wants to talk about who the best team in the NFC North is.
Nice.
And it was nice meeting us. So nice meeting you too.
You too, buddy.
Good to see you, Waffle.
Live
Really
draft.
enjoyed you, bro.
Our draft will be live in 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, yeah. Come watch our auction.
Yeah,
auction,
draft,
not draft.
live. Yeah.
And it will be live, and it's a lot of fun. Like you could really
We
like,
gotta
take
have-
some notes and
We
completely
gotta have
make
food
fun of
that
us
night.
later
I
because
don't, I want to. Yeah, we gotta
that
pizza
seems like
or
something you enjoy doing.
Two-
Is like taking us apart and like, dude, welcome to it. Please, like,
Two-
do it on draft night. It's gonna be great. Auction night.
2 weeks is probably a good amount of time to plan food.
Plan food. All right.
And then we have Frizzle, who is saying yes, redraft his trade.
Yeah,
or
then
his,
you don't.
his
You
questions
don't want
in a
Jalen
redraft.
Lane. There's no reason to roster Jalen Lane in redraft.
He'll be on the waiver wire. You grab him when you want him.
Yep. And with that, we're all caught up. It looks like with comments, so you
All
guys
right.
can rant
All right.
if you need to.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Like, and we really enjoy doing the comment thing. Like when we get people going back and forth in the comments.
Oh,
like,
dude, it's
just,
the absolute
hey,
best.
come at us. Tell us when we're
Actually,
stupid.
That's
So, you know what I mean?
so here's my
you think we're
cartoon
dumb?
idea.
Tell us we're dumb. We'll definitely debate it with you.
Tell me what you guys think of my cartoon idea.
I haven't
wanna
seen it.
No, I haven't made it yet. You're-
Okay, well, I got a question before you share.
Okay.
Is James Conner worth anything in redraft?
No.
Just watching on the waiver wire, like he's like something could happen. He could end up on another team. There's definitely circumstances where he could be valuable during the season, but
but right now,
like,
it's
right
Algier.
now, no.
It's just it's
Yeah.
like Jeremiah Love is great to have, and then if there's anybody else on the roster that you want, it's Tyler Algier. Yeah. And running back wise.
Agreed.
Okay, so you were saying?
So what I want to do is I want to create like a 60 to 90 second cartoon for us to like to start the show off. Like it'll 60 to 90-second cartoon. The punchline happens at the end of it, whatever, and then it cuts into like our music and
Sure.
and we're live. And so what I'm thinking is that like it has us, the three of us, behind our desk, and or like it's gonna make a desk because like this isn't like necessarily cohesive for like a one shot,
Mhm. Right.
So, but like three of us sitting behind a desk, and there's a caller, and the caller is gonna be it could be anybody, but it's most likely gonna be someone from our league, and it's gonna be somebody who had a great week, or somebody who had a bad week, and they're gonna be either bitching or they're gonna be gloating or whatever, and then also like maybe like a little so like they're gloating about something that happened, or they're bitching about something that happened, and then it cuts to like a cartoon version of that scene happening in football, right? Or even better, like such and such player really screwed me, and then it cuts to that player getting paid off to screw that person over, like right. You know what I mean? And then the avatar for that person will be based on whatever their fucking team name is. So like I'll have AI help me, like it's like it'll build like a profile for that person within the league, and then we'll just have like recurring characters and stuff like that, and like and it's what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to feed it data from our podcasts so that it can build a profile.
Sure.
On
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so like I've been having trouble doing that. Like
I bet you have.
Ray's over here like,
Well, here's the thing. I don't want my podcast to turn into a fourth job.
amen.
You know what I mean? So
This is fun. Agreed.
text me, ask me questions. I'm not going to do the work, though.
no, I'm having fun doing it.
So with that being said, because you did hit me up, in all fairness, Ken did hit me up, and he's asking me, like, how do I do this, right? So he's being asked how to fish. He's not being asked for a fish, and I appreciate that. But the program I was using was discontinued, and I haven't made a single video.
To make the little cartoons that you were making last year?
It was discontinued. So ChatGPT owns Sora. So I have a paid subscription with ChatGPT. I automatically got Sora too. Well, something business decision. Sora no longer exists. I mean, you can still download it, but you can't generate videos anymore. So my thing is I'm not going to go out and pay for another video generated AI service.
I'm sorry, real quick. Did you say the company still exists, but you can't make videos
Yeah,
anymore?
it's weird.
So they're just like a tax shelter now.
It's like it was like a half-ass sunsetting. Do you understand what sunsetting is?
I do not.
Okay,
so
you're talking about like when they're phasing something out.
So in business terms, when you're sunsetting, usually you have like a determined amount of time before it's shut off completely.
Right. Makes sense.
And so there's a transition period when something is sunsetting. And so Sora kind of did not announce that they were sunsetting. And I had to ask ChatGPT, like, hey, I can't get this thing to generate videos anymore. Is it done? And it said, yeah, like they're shutting it off, So I was using Sora because I was already paying for it. I didn't go like looking for a video service to pay for. I was already paying for it, and therefore I was using it.
Okay, so I haven't even gotten to the part where I'm trying to make cartoons yet.
Yeah.
I'm still building a profile. I'll figure that out when I get to it.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 30 years ago, I was able to, put together Felix the Cat cartoons. I could probably figure this out. So,
Sure. And I think any one of us could. I just don't want to pay for another service to generate AI.
But I'm not even there yet. Where I'm stuck is our audio files, because the show is like fucking an hour and a half to 3 hours, anywhere, are so large that I can't send it to ChatGPT. Like trying to send the file fails.
Okay.
That's where I'm.
So what I would do,
because I can locate the transcript,
Good. Okay, so that's a start.
but it's too big.
Yeah, I guess it would be too big. What I would do is this. I would ask AI, I would ask ChatGPT to say, hey, create for me a questionnaire that would dig deep enough into the person I am trying to create a profile for that you can then
Oh, just isolate their
isolate their personality with whatever this
okay,
questionnaire.
so if I isolate if I ask it to isolate like individual, like it'll cut it down by a third, or
Maybe,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
maybe like I end up speaking a lot, so if I was trying to isolate myself, I might only cut it down by like half.
Whatever it is, and then it'll create this questionnaire
It's a joke.
to
It's a joke.
impersonate what we might say. So you might tell it, look, I'm going to need questions on like interest, finish this sentence, and
So that's a good idea. I get what you're saying now, and what I'll do is I'll go home and I'll say, hey, I'll just tell ChatGPT, hey, I have an idea on how to digest. Like, hey, this is the problem we're having. I have an idea on how to digest it. What exactly do you need to prioritize to build these profiles for our avatars?
yeah. And so once you do that,
Because it's already got a pretty good idea.
Sure.
Of the three of us.
yeah.
Because
Because you fed. I'm assuming you fed partial transcripts.
Yeah, I fed it small pieces of
Yeah.
things, and so it was able to parse things out. And actually, it's actually really funny because it got 4 episodes, right? And it got like, remember last year when Brian just went on a fucking losing streak with hat bets?
It almost feels like every year, but okay. No. You've had your share fair.
It was-
Yeah.
no. The
You've
beginning
had
was
your
the
fair
beginning,
share
like,
too. Yeah.
So, no,
yeah.
last
yeah,
year
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of like a turning point because so Brian's out of the room right now, so we can talk about this. I've kind of figured out how to get him to step into hot water. Because he's
Really?
because he's really, we've joked about this, about how he's really picky about his bets. Like,
Sure.
Like
Yeah, he is.
and like I used to complain about it, like how he's like, oh, if that fish ain't in the barrel, I ain't shooting. Is kind of how Brian goes about picking bets. He's like, somebody will say something outlandish, I will bet you, and like if you don't say something ridiculous, he's not trying to bet. So I know the things that he thinks are ridiculous, and so I've gotten better at like just being closer. And so anyway, remember last year you had kind of a losing streak with hat bets? It was weird. Like, I don't know why. You should remember, because you won the pies a bunch of times in a row.
Right.
But
Like,
last year you wore the hat a lot. Anyway, I
remember wearing the hat a lot by like a point or a reception.
Doesn't matter.
or a-
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
remember it's very, very close a bunch of times. But yeah,
Okay,
fair.
so right. Anyway, the point being, you wore the hat a bunch, right? So, and I was telling him, I'm trying to make this cartoon, so I'm trying to give AI information to build a profile for our avatars, right? And so I gave it 4 episodes from last year. And the profile that it came away, it did a really good job. It did a really good job, including talking about me being I get so fired up about Cowboys things that I explode. In terms talking about a car. You guys have quietly exited the set.
That's
and I'm
hilarious.
fucking
Okay.
I'm yelling at the screen, ready to explode.
Yeah, love it.
And
Okay.
so I was like, oh man, so yes. So as somebody who can own that kind of stuff, that was like, that's fucking hilarious. That's brilliant. And what it pulled from you made me laugh the hardest, because I was just like, oh, it just caught Brian in a really bad, because it thinks of you as the fucking the loose cannon gambler. You can't help yourself.
What?
It's
Totally not you.
Right.
It's just
Really
funny.
isn't.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's the opposite of me.
It's absolutely right. And I just said that before you walked in, like how I used to complain all the time about how like you wouldn't take a fucking bet unless you
You
were
used to
fucking
call me the house.
Yeah.
Like, I'll only take a bet if it's a house bet. Like, if it's in my advantage. Yeah, like, yeah.
Exactly. So for it to just like me just give it, and there were 4 consecutive episodes, so it just happened to have been the stretch where you were like really bad at taking hat bets.
That's hilarious.
And so it was like, and so I had to tell it. I was like, no. Brian has been destroying me in these hat bets for years. And then he just finally had a really bad run, and so it had to like recalibrate what it thought about you. But it seriously thought you were the guy who's just like, bet? Oh yeah, I'll take that bet.
That's so funny.
and Ray, it described Ray as the guy, so he's driving the car, he's leading the conversation. But he's totally willing to go down whatever, like just step on the gas and press.
Oh, you want to go down that road? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And so and it made some sort of joke about you driving the clown car, and I was just like, that's fucking yes. Like it's got
That's
it.
perfect,
It
yeah.
So I just need to give this thing like information so that it can like actually have all like the background jokes and stuff like that, so that there's just in case there's things that I forget. But I really think that this thing's going to come together and be funny if I can figure out a program that can like eat all of the information, and I'm going to work with AI to do it.
Sounds
I'm going to
fun.
see if I can make it come together before these next 2 weeks. So for like,
I'd be curious to see what you come up with, for sure.
but I the idea is funny. The idea is, and there's so
Oh,
much,
yeah.
and there's so and like so the other thing about the idea of having the cartoon like that, exactly like that, where it's just like it's the 3 of us sitting at a desk, someone calls in, that's our favorite part of the show.
Oh, always.
That is our favorite part of the show, is when people come into the show and they express their opinions, they want to argue, whatever. Like, we're here for you. We
Yep.
know, like, we
It's what we're good at. Let's do it.
We want to do it too.
Yeah.
Like, we have these opinions about all these things that are happening, and like, and you can't like you reach out and there's so many like people that put opinions out, and there's no way to have any kind of a conversation with them about it. So you can, so like you can be on X, you can be on Facebook, you can be on Instagram, whatever, TikTok, whatever, wherever you're getting like somebody, like us, put out their idea. They don't let you touch them. You're not allowed to like interact with them and challenge their ideas. You can do that with us.
We welcome it.
Not only can you, we
Please do.
welcome that.
Yeah.
Yes, please do. That's what I don't understand why people do it in any other way. Why
Right.
wouldn't you want to like, take that time and interact with people that way?
Well, because a lot of other,
quick
the
aside,
real successful
like, one of
places
the-
are. It's about you, and it's about building my personality. And that's we're
real
about
quick, one of my
having fun and talking.
we've talked about Reacher, how like we're fans of Reacher.
Right.
I saw this post, and it was from Alan Richson's page, and it was about it was him thanking the people who had staked out their scenes. Like, they figured out where they were filming scenes of Reacher season 5,
Okay.
Oh,
and so they've showed up and like it's like showing up to a game, showing up to a soccer match or something like that, and just standing out for hours and hours and hours and hoping to get like a glimpse of people. And so it was just him like saying, I see you, thank you, I am gonna if I don't get to you, it's not for lack of trying. I'm gonna do my best to see as many people and thank as many people as possible. And it's just like you just don't see enough stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
Right? It's like, so like,
No, those
I
people
love,
are special, and
love watching
that
his,
shouldn't be special. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
His glow up in particular, I love watching, because like you've seen it happen so many times where somebody all of a sudden becomes like the star, and they're in every fucking movie, and they're on it, and you see them on TV all the time, and they're always just, they've got their little spiels, they're promoting their little things that they're into and stuff like that, and this guy, I see, like, they're so, like, he's constantly just like in awe of what's happening to him, and just trying to be as thankful and appreciative and giving back as much as possible, because
That's cool.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It's super refreshing.
Nice.
For like all the crap that we put up with all the time. So, yes, that's that. I would never want to get away from that. I would never want to feel like I'm putting this opinion out there. What was next on my schedule? And just like I'm getting paid to do this like 15-second spot or something like that, and then just like I don't even remember what I said. Who cares? What was written down? You know what I mean? Because it feels that way sometimes with the like the
depending on who it is, for sure.
Right.
Did you have some? Oh, okay.
No, I just following up. And so the cool thing about owning a Mac is it also allows me to text.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I get Donnie to bring us shit.
No, yeah,
'Cause I'm
for
just
sure,
like,
sure.
Bring me
I
this,
just-
bring me that.
I
But
thought
yeah,
you gave me
so-
the look
That's
like
how
I got
that
a question
happens.
over here. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how that happens.
It's that.
I'm texting.
It feels like magic
magic.
sometimes. Don't he just
Texting?
walks in
Checking?
with stuff?
How did he know?
Yep. It's pretty cool. And because, honestly, this is why I just stay on Apple. Because it's just so convenient in so many ways.
No, I agree.
Like I can have a Mac, my work MacBook, I could connect to my text messages, and while at work, text and keep up with my family. I don't do that, but I could. But I
At
could.
least while on camera. I don't.
No.
do that.
No. So look. Full transparency. I'm lucky enough to be in a position that I don't care if I'm texting while I'm at work. My phone literally sits almost like a setup like this, and I just kind of do this instead. I just kind of do that instead, and so I have it right there. And I have my iPad set up over here, so I could see both. And I have my Bluetooth keyboard set up so I can hit a button and it switches to the iPad, and then it switches back to my MacBook. And it's just they don't care. I'm working, they don't care. That's how I keep up. But I'm just saying I could if I wanted to, but I don't have to because there's that work-life balance that they believe in.
Yeah.
But I'm just
They
saying, I
believe
say
in.
all that to say,
I think it's a bunch of crap, but they believe in it. So
I say all that to say that, Apple makes it easy to keep in touch. That's all I'm saying. Apple makes it easy to keep in touch. You can go Android, but you can't talk to your family if you work in a bomb shelter between the hours of 8 and 5. You know what I mean? Whereas an Apple, as long as you got a Wi-Fi signal, you're still in contact. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying.
And honestly, I've only ever done Apple, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm cool. You guys do you.
They
I'm
just
doing
made
Apple.
it easy.
Yeah.
If I don't have an Apple and have an Android, I got to get people to download WhatsApp, and I got to get the whole family to download WhatsApp, and then no.
Yep.
Fuck those green bubbles.
I've never downloaded that.
Yeah. I mean, it's before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then there's that guy on the internet, that former CIA guy that says, like, Androids are easy to hack. Like, what are you doing? You should be on an Android. And even talking to, like, the CIA guys at work, they're like, it would take an act of NSA for us to even read your text messages that you have on your work
Right.
MacBook. Like, they would have, NSA would literally have to go in there and say, no, we
Decrypt it,
want to
yeah.
see it, and do their tech stuff because of Apple's
Protection.
what do they call it? There's a word though. It's encryption. Yeah. Because of the encryption that
User
Mac
encryption.
puts on the text messages. I was like, really? I had
I've
the
heard those things, and
IT guy
I'm
told
happy
me
to
that.
hear you like repeat those things, because those are things that I've heard, and that's kind of like one of the reasons why I've stuck with Apple. Plus, it's so easy, and like, it's like, okay, maybe I pay a little bit more, but yeah, I want the Apple, and that's why. You know what I mean? You get just that little bit more. You know what I mean? You get a little something.
Yeah.
I agree.
It was a trip to hear the IT guy tell me, like, even though this is a work MacBook, I would still have to get the NSA involved in order for us on the work MacBook to be able to read the text messages that you're sending out. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So
Without your permission.
yeah. So I was like, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
Love it.
You know? And it just kind of confirmed what that former CIA guy was saying on the internet. You know, and so I was just like, all right.
That was
so-
a big deal a couple of years ago. The government tried really hard. They tried really fucking hard to make Apple give them a back door.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so, you know what's it's interesting because when you're on the internet, you Android users throw more shade than Apple users, just by far, when you're on the internet. So it's just interesting
Doesn't
to see,
it kind
like,
of feel like Sega versus Nintendo, though?
but what the thing is like, the funny thing is about it, though, and here's my argument. The funny thing about it is these people will say, oh, you got a new iPhone. It's the new version. It's exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, that's why I like it. Because it's exactly the fucking same. Just a little bit more power.
Works a little better.
Yeah, it just works. It just functions better, but it's exactly
But
the
yet,
same.
I know
That's
exactly
why
how to
I
use
like
everything.
it. That's why I like it. Like, I don't care that your fucking lens has more megapixels than my lens.
Right?
Like, I don't fucking care. It works exactly the same. I'm not learning a new UI. I'm not learning a new fucking system. It's exactly the same. Thank you.
But that's also why I only buy a phone every 5 years now.
But even if you bought an Apple
because-
phone
and the
5
only-
years
because the
later,
only
it's going to
reason-
work the same way.
It does. Right.
Thank you.
Exactly. And that's kind of my point. Is like, so
Thank
you
A
just
little better here and there.
so it
yeah.
just it lasts for however long it lasts, and then you just like you're basically moving on to the same thing.
So I told my wife, like, because we were talking about, like, one of our kids' phones is a little outdated. It's an Apple, like, 11 or 12 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whenever you're ready, they can have my old one and buy me a new one. Like, they never get the new ones. Me and my wife get the new ones, and they get our hand-me-downs. Like, that's just the way it works. Sorry, until they buy their own phone. I'm not spoiling them that hard.
No.
So I was just like,
what we
whenever
do
you're
too.
ready, I'm ready. Like, I don't know if I got a 14 or a 16 or whatever, but I won't get the new one where all the fucking charge cords changed. You know, like, I won't get that version, but I'll get the version right before it.
They
you know?
told me when I bought my last phone that they will never ever change the cords again, and that it'll always be these cords
Yeah,
or
whatever.
else cordless. I was like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
Like, my MacBook has a weird, like, magnetic charger cord that
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
brand new.
We got one of
you
those.
know?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of the charging pads around the house now.
Good for that, you know, and that's on a charging pad thing. And then I have, like, these magnetic things on the bottom, so I can make all the charge cords the same charge cord by just plugging in the magnet.
So yeah,
nice.
there you go. That's cool.
So that's kind of what I do.
That why haven't they done that?
Who knows?
Jesus. All right.
So, is there anything like major football that
So-
like something that stood out that like really like we need to talk about or
Well, I think Ty Simpson, if I'm going to go into a Homer minute for a second.
Let's do that. We haven't done a Homer minute.
I think Ty Simpson, like, there's a lot of talk on the internet that he might be the still quarterback of the draft.
I'm so glad that I stayed disciplined and I drafted him. In the I had
for the future.
I had
But
two.
but what are you saying though that he might?
But
Wait, no. What are you saying that he might?
there
what?
is a narrative on the internet that he might be a sleeper.
for this year,
Well, no, but just a sleeper pick in general.
like a dynasty for in the future.
yeah,
Okay.
like he's
Okay.
going to be the future when Matt Stafford leaves.
Okay.
Oh no, we
makes
saw
more
that.
sense.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Okay.
we saw that.
Um,
He looked great.
He did look
his
great.
first outing, he looked
He
great.
did look great, but I do think he needs some reps, and I would like to see
Oh, for sure.
some things change.
I wouldn't want to see him
a
play
little
this
bit.
year if I were you.
Oh, yeah, no. Hopefully Stafford stays a couple more
hell
years.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you get
Stafford stays
hopefully
healthy, you
get
guys
the
go to a
Favre
Super
Aaron
Bowl. I mean,
Rodgers, you know,
Yeah.
and you just get the handoff where it's
He-
like,
here's
well,
the
we
thing.
think we think we still want Stafford back this year, and then it's like he ends. So if you remember, like Aaron Rodgers, like slipped really far in the first round. He didn't go until like 25 or 26, and then he sat behind Brett Favre for 3 full seasons. Three full seasons.
And Love, I don't know how many seasons did Love sit behind Aaron Rodgers.
3.
So there you go. There's a formula.
Yes,
And so
I agree.
I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping Stafford stays for a couple more years. I'm hoping because this would be like ideal. This is the ideal scenario. And the scenario is Rams win the Super Bowl, right? This year.
Is that the ideal scenario?
Hold on,
Vegas
I'm not
says.
done. It doesn't end there. Damn it. So,
Vegas says it.
Rams wins the Super Bowl. Stafford's like, I'm ready to retire. I got my 2. I'm going to make the Hall of Fame now because of it.
Aaron Donald retires again.
Aaron Donald retires again. But McVay says, look, we love that we love that for you. Play a couple more seasons while we get Simpson ready.
And I think
And Stafford will have no animus feelings because he knows his role is to get the next one ready. Unlike Rodgers and Love, unlike Favre and Rodgers, there's a straight up game plan of Stafford was like, I was going to retire, but I'm going to make sure Simpson has
So,
the right
the
tools
narrative-
to take over and have no animus feelings towards it. So sometime in the 3rd season, maybe 2nd season, they let Simpson
think it
take
works the
over,
best if
and
it's an
Stafford's like,
off-season
fucking
thing.
take it.
And then
to
it's
me,
gonna
no.
like rain cupcakes from the sky.
Oh, thank
And
you for
like
that.
we're all gonna pee rainbows.
Thanks for fucking poking my fucking balloon, bro.
got
Gee.
too big.
I'm just saying,
You let it
like,
get too big.
that's some pie in the sky stuff right there, man.
Yeah,
like
and you're
Stafford
right,
is
and you're
playing
right.
this year, winning the Super Bowl and retiring. Like that is the plan.
Run
if
it
he plays
right out
again,
into the sunset.
if
huh?
he plays again next year, it is only because he thinks there's a chance that like the franchise does all these things to make sure that we have a chance to win again one more year. But like that's all he has in him.
Yeah, one or
Like
two.
with his injury,
Yeah.
this year, like next year at the most, is all he has left in him. And I'm not that's just like injury experts. That's just like like all the injury experts are amazed at how he's doing now with what he
Yeah.
has. So like I'm just saying
Hey, and
I love your take. I'd love it if I was a Rams fan, but it's a little unrealistic.
I never said-
But the fact that he gets to learn under Stafford this year,
You know what?
One year.
a potential Super Bowl year, like that's
And it is.
invaluable.
it is a
Invaluable.
potential.
Look at
Super Bowl.
Mahomes. Look,
I would love for the Rams to win the Super Bowl, not because they just won another Super Bowl, but because it's showing McVay's formula of like, look, we're not trying to be these like repeat franchise. We're just trying to win one every 5 years. And who wouldn't be happy with that?
dude, every franchise would be happy with that.
You know?
Every single one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just stay relevant every 5 years, and nobody would complain about that.
Well, and see, like Steelers, we have a similar philosophy in that we stay relevant every year. But
Ish.
exactly,
But we haven't
exactly.
won one
but
since
we
Ben
get into the playoffs
Roethlisberger.
every year,
Yes,
and
right.
guess what? If you get into the playoffs, you have a chance.
That's the old Bill Parcells philosophy.
Okay,
Just get me into the tournament.
just get you into the tournament, and that's exactly how the Steelers have been playing football for the last 30 years.
But
And
I-
we've gotten a few Super
But
Bowls out of
but
it. Cool.
so just get into the tournament, sure. But I also think that you need to be playing your best football heading into the tournament.
For sure. I guess I'm just saying
You don't wanna peak
You don't
too
want to
early.
like tank and
Tony
do all
Romo
this
had a
to
lot of
build
really
to
good
hopefully
October
have
and Novembers.
one all magical year. Like that's not what you're planning for. You don't want to like plan for like tank for 4 years to have one magical year.
Can you
Like
give me a
screw that.
Can you
Try
pull up,
every year.
Tony Romo's career record in November?
Dude, is Tony Romo like gone now? Is he not announcing games
Oh, he's
anymore?
The J.J. Watt is
Okay,
going to be
okay.
with
What
Jim Nantz.
happened? Like it was a DUI, but what happened beyond the DUI? Because it had to be more than that.
I don't know. It's so I really, to be honest with you, I really don't know because fucking AI went crazy, and people were posting all kinds of fucking fake videos.
You don't know what's true and what's not.
They were posting all kinds of fake videos of Tony Romo doing.
What do we got?
What?
I'm not sure what you're looking for. But
20 is that 29-8? Tony Romo's career winning record. Tony Romo's career record in November was 29-8. So you don't want to peak too early. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. That's every single year going like 3-1 or 4-0
I
in
still
November.
can't believe his last year they dumped him for Dak the way he
I
did.
can't either.
The way they did. Like,
Can't either.
Oh my God, that was their Super Bowl year, and they're like, "Wait, we want to play for the future."
Yeah.
Like what? But you can win the Super Bowl now,
bro,
No, no,
no,
but
no,
think
no,
in
no,
the
no, no,
future
no,
we
no.
can win like 3 in a row,
got a,
maybe.
I got a funny story about that. So, all right, I'm gonna get a little into my personal life with this a little bit, but not like closet
Are you
personal,
sure? We
right?
don't really know you that well.
So, my family is from Texas. Okay. And when you think of lineage, there were so many brothers in my grandfather's tree, you know, and some of them, one of them, my grandfather chose to come to California. So I have a family in Texas still. Family in Brownsville, Texas, which is like the last city at the very bottom before you hit Mexico. You know, it's like the tip of the fucking Texas. You know, they've got like, I even think there's like a little like memorial plaque thingy of the Sosas in Brownsville, you know. And I have, I guess, you know, my grandfather's brother's like tree. And so I don't know how far down the tree, but I have like a cousin or uncle or something on that part of the tree. And we got into a Facebook like a few years ago. And he was talking about how Tony Romo was like the best scrambler in the NFL, right? This was years ago. This was years ago. But, okay. And I was like, there's no way. At the time, I was like, there's no way he's the best scrambler.
Underrated,
It's
for
actually Russell Wilson. At the time, I was like, Russell Wilson is the best scrambler in the NFL. And so we had this little Facebook argument. Then the preseason happens,
Oh, man.
and Tony Romo gets taken out by a perfectly regular hit.
No, that's not a regular hit.
It was a perfectly
No, it's not.
regular
No, it's
hit.
not. You never see that hit.
Go back
that is not
and
a
watch
regular
it.
Hit.
It
That
was
is about
a
as irregular
perfectly
of a hit
regular
as it comes, dude. That's
hit
crazy. No,
while
it's not.
he was
That tackle
scrambling.
Never happens.
While
That
he
never
was
happens.
scrambling,
Please look up for me
it was a
another video of
perfectly
a quarterback sliding
regular
and having a player land on top
hit.
of his back.
It wasn't even
Show me another
like
one. I
that
dare you.
big
I
of
dare
a deal.
I dare you to show me
It's a
another play that looked exactly
perfectly
like that.
regular hit.
You know what I'm talking
Hilarious.
because that
Hilarious.
because
No, I have no
can
and
see
he
it.
was done.
It lives
He was
rent-free
done.
up here. He was sliding.
He was
and
done.
The guy landed on top of him and crunched
I-
him.
It
I've
doesn't
never-
even
I've-
look that bad.
I've never
Doesn't even look that
no,
bad.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look terrible.
You're like glorifying and
No, it doesn't look
operifying.
terrible. It's not that it,
It
looks
doesn't even
terrible.
look that bad.
It's not that it necessarily
He just
looks
kinda went,
terrible and
"Ugh."
gruesome. Like in terms of gruesomeness, the most gruesome hit in my mind is still Lawrence Taylor. Or no, I don't think it was Lawrence Taylor. I think it was whoever number 70 was for the
Perfectly
Giants.
regular hit.
The hit that knocked Joe Montana out of the 1990 NFC Championship game, and then he missed the entire 1991 season. That hit is the most gruesome hit I've ever fucking seen. But the Tony Romo play in the 2016 preseason, I don't think I've ever seen that play replicated. Ever. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback take a slide like that and have a defender just fucking fall from behind him right on top of him. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Okay. Ray, look
Yes.
up Jackson Dart hit from preseason game.
Jackson. Okay,
You're
well,
talking about this one?
This last week.
That was
Did
brutal.
you see that?
That was gnarly. You should get it like that in preseason.
I'm just saying, if you're you're talking
Like
about
that right tackle's
preseason
cut, bro. Like, that right tackle's cut. Like we get to the film session, and like they're fucking hitting him with like soap and
I think it was Tyrone Tracy, though.
Seriously, no.
No, I think it was Tyrone Tracy that missed the block.
No, so there was some. There were a bunch of different thoughts about what actually happened. Whether it was Tyrone Tracy just got blown up on the block, or if he had called the wrong protection in that play,
somebody
like
just
Jackson
thought it
Dart,
was the wrong
or
protection.
somebody just didn't understand the assignment. But it didn't look like Tyrone Tracy was supposed to be making that block. So anyway, like that was so bad. Your potential franchise quarterback getting hit in the first week of the fucking preseason when everybody's worried about him taking damage already. Like that was so bad that like they should have like gone to that right tackle's like room. Like what's that movie? Full Metal Jacket. Like fucking with soap inside the socks and just whip the shit out of that
Brian, come watch this. Come watch this and tell me if this wasn't a
It's weird.
fucking
It's just weird.
regular
It's not-
fucking
the slide
hit.
Is regular. The slide is regular.
Look at this. Look at this freaking thing.
The
Look
slide
at this.
is regular. The hit is
Look,
not.
nah.
Look.
I just got a
That's
regular
not
tackle.
Regular. Like it's weird. It's just a weird sequence.
Okay, but that should that's that.
And he's just fucking done.
No, but he had already
I see what Ray's saying.
Tony
Like,
Romo had already had back
was
surgery and
awkward.
had multiple
Exactly.
vertebrae removed.
Bro, that was just a regular hit.
Like
anybody
so,
else that's a regular
That's just a
At the-
regular hit,
because
bro.
it's Tony Romo.
like so he had already had multiple
I
vertebrae.
know it don't fucking matter. It was a regular hit.
not-
It don't care. It doesn't
not-
matter what
don't
his
think that's a
previous
regular hit.
injuries are.
I don't think
It was a regular fucking hit that took him out. It's just a regular
It's
hit.
not a regular hit.
That was a regular hit, bro.
It's not.
It wasn't like he got picked up and slammed or got
It's just
contorted in
that's-
some kind
it's
of
still
way.
a regular-
It was
it
just
was
a
still
regular
weird.
fucking
You
tackle.
don't see that very hop.
Go ahead and sit down so we can hear you.
The
Go
guy-
sit down so we can hear you.
Yeah. We can't hear you.
See Jackson Dart.
Oh, well, I'll pull it up. Okay, Jackson Dart, what now?
Jackson Dart. I don't know. Preseason hit.
Pre-season
2020. Like
hit.
yeah,
It's gonna pop up quick.
it should.
This one?
Yeah, that's it.
This one?
Huge,
I wanna see this.
It just says huge hit. That's not it.
No, this one?
No, you were.
What the fuck?
You were on it.
Yeah, where is
You
it?
were
at?
definitely there. It is.
This one.
That
Okay.
one. Yeah, full screen.
Ooh. Visbo.
Well, yeah. So watch Tracy. This is right next to Dart.
What year is this?
This just
is
happened
last week.
Saturday. This
Okay.
just happened.
Okay.
A few days ago.
It's playing. They just paused it for some reason.
They're talking probably. They're like,
Okay, yeah.
you know, film studying for you.
Tyrone Tracy really should have seen this.
Yeah. So, and some of these ones are really funny, dude. Like they're
Yeah, see? Tracy, this was his block right here. And whoopsie! And watch this.
But it looked like he was going.
Watch this after.
It looked like he was going out for a pass. Like, and then he was just like, "Oh shit, I should block that guy." And he got a concussion on that play.
Did he? From what? His head hitting the ground? I guess so.
So like you can get a concussion from getting punched in the stomach.
No. I guess.
It's true.
No, I believe that's true. I'm sure that is. So you get some sort of whiplash effect or something.
But yeah, he went. They took him to the tent after that, and
And so
he got
what
checked out
happened?
for
He just
concussion.
had a
And
concussion?
he came back.
Okay, he came back.
He came back.
Well, not into the game.
I'm pretty sure he came back in the game.
If he had a concussion, he didn't.
No, he didn't have a concussion.
Oh.
He got checked out for a concussion.
Oh, okay.
So when I say that, excuse me, I slightly misspoke when I said he got a concussion from that. He had symptoms that were detected that caused him to be sent to the tent and be evaluated for a concussion.
There you go.
Based on that hit. That is it.
So the whole point was, I don't know. Great hit on Jackson Dart. Like, oh my God, that's everything you worry about Jackson Dart. Like
your quarterback taking damage in the preseason period.
Well, and
he's
one of those guys that you're just you're drafting in that quarterback zone where it's like, okay, do you want the number 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterback? Like, oh, do you want him? And it's like if you take him in the 5th, 6th round, that's got to be where he's going.
No, Dart's going at the end of round 6.
6, 7. Okay.
Yes, round
6,
7.
7.
Yeah.
But
tell me you have kids without telling me you have kids.
Yeah, seriously.
My kids would punch me if they heard me say that.
It's funny because they were doing it like crazy, and now it's just like, ugh.
Old person.
That's how you kill a trend that kids enjoy.
Yep.
You just do it with them.
Yeah,
Then they're
join
like,
in.
oh.
Just join in. It'll become
Hey,
very
that's
uncool
great. I'll do
very
it too.
fast.
Wait, what?
Okay, so back to regular
ready
hit,
now.
not regular hit. What does Brian say?
On Romo?
Yes.
Yeah, no. I mean, he got bent weirdly, but as far as a football tackle or whatever, yeah, there was nothing abnormal about that.
There wasn't
That was
crazy. It wasn't like he got
Regular hit.
annihilated in some way. It's just you don't see that very often. You don't see it very often.
because he's about to slide and then get hits from the back. I get you. I get you. And it was a perfectly legal hit, but if it had been a couple seconds one way or the other, it would have been completely different. I get you. It was weird. It was weird, but it was a regular hit.
Thank you. Football is a contact sport. It's a contact sport.
With that, it was a weird situation. The way, like, it wasn't like he hit him crazy hard.
No.
So, like, he wants, like, it was a regular powered hit. It was a regular hit, yes. Regular football hit. It wasn't like he fucking Lawrence Taylored him. It was just how he happened to hit him. When he happened to hit him. And the reason I say that it's so weird is, like, this, Brian agrees with me. Like,
While you're up, will you pour me some rum? While you're
you
up.
just don't see that. You don't see quarterbacks slide and take a hit from the back. You just don't see that. When you see him slide and take a hit from the front, that happens all the time. Which rum were you in? The spiced rum?
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Oh, this isn't even open.
We'll open it. Do you need a knife? I got plenty of them.
It's insulting.
There you go. But anyway, to settle everything, it was funny that me and this cousin of mine get in this argument about the number one scrambler, and then like that same exact fucking season, he gets taken out by a very low impact hit. Can we agree that it was a low impact hit? By a very low impact hit
We
that
can
takes him out.
come together on that one for sure. Low impact hit, absolutely, 100%.
So
Should not have ended anybody's career.
yes,
I'll say that.
yeah, sure.
But it also, like, it shouldn't have happened because, like, that typically doesn't happen. Like, quarterback sliding and having a player fall on top of him from behind is just, that's typically not why the quarterback slides.
Yeah.
He's sliding because of
weird.
what's in front of him, not what's behind him.
Sure.
And
Okay.
in modern day rules, that's a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
that's true.
wasn't
That's
at that
also
time.
true.
It wasn't at that time,
also
but
true.
modern day rules
Yes.
it would be.
They should bring that back.
Also,
Hit
so
those
to
motherfuckers.
bring this around back to what we were doing, when that happened, it felt like the world was over because the Cowboys.
As a Cowboys fan.
yeah, because the Cowboys in 2014 had been awesome. They went 8-0 on the road. They should have won that playoff game in Green Bay and actually made it to a championship game that year. They really did get robbed. And then 2015, Romo missed most of the year because he broke his collarbone twice. And 2016, we were like, okay, we know we've got a really good team. Like they had just drafted Zeke, and the whole like 2014 they lost to Marco Murray at the end of it, and Joseph Randle like stole underwear and fucking got arrested. Like, you remember that?
I forgot about that. But yes.
And then with
Like,
the
what
Romo
the
injury
of
like,
all the reasons
dude,
to get
we're
suspended.
like we went from having Tony Romo like being and Dez being this close at the end of 2014 to in week 2 Brandon Weeden was handing off to Joseph Randle in 2015.
What a nightmare.
It was fucking crazy. It was so bad. It was such a horrible year. And so in 2016, we're like they had drafted Zeke, and it was like, so we know that you like Tony has like they're gonna have a great running game again. And then so when he got hurt, nobody knew who Dak was. Nobody.
No, he did come out of
Nobody knew who
nowhere,
Dak
you're right.
was. And just like earlier that week, I think Kellen Moore, who was the backup at the time, had broken his ankle or something like that. So we were just like, and I wasn't in love with Kellen Moore being the backup, but I knew that he was kind of okay. And so it was just like, we're gonna go to Dak, and like I didn't know anything about Dak. And so for him to play the way that he did, like, it's one of the most special seasons of all time. Like, and like that it was just a beautiful season. And I've rewatched that game against
I really
the Steelers
think it
that
was
year.
good for being a rookie, good for
was
this and
good.
that. But
He
when Romo was ready to come back,
he should
have
I agree,
come back.
100%. I'll never.
And then
You'll never
Dak
convince
is
me
the
that
future,
that's not the case.
for sure.
Agreed.
But
and so it's interesting because the
God.
Cowboys have a similar situation now, where Dak is 32, and
Which means he's got what, 6 more years?
we thought that about Tony.
No, I'm just saying that like it seems like the good quarterbacks
Sure,
are
but
playing till close
Dak
to
has
40.
been through some gruesome injuries.
You're right.
So
No, I agree.
The reason I say that we're in a similar situation is that now we've got this quarterback who we really like, who's had some really good statistical seasons, but hasn't brought it home. And now he's over 30. He's had some injuries that have caused him to miss huge chunks of seasons already, right? But the difference is that, have you seen Joe Milton?
No.
Have
Who's
you
that?
seen Joe Milton this preseason?
Who is that?
He's the Cowboys traded for him from the Patriots last year, and he has a cannon for an arm. Oh, dude, you got like I watched every throw that he made from the first preseason game, and it's so much fun when you watch these talented quarterbacks that don't just shine right away, but the ones that after like 3 or 4 years and then something just clicks and they just play different football, you
That
know,
is awesome.
they play adult football.
It doesn't
you know?
happen very often, but when it does, it's like,
It's
oh,
a
yeah.
beautiful thing to watch.
for sure.
And so like watching him make his reads and make his throws and make accurate throws, you know, and like because he has all of the skills, the physical skills. Like my point in saying this is that like you were talking about Ty Simpson being the future. Like if Dak gets hurt, I'm not worried. This year, if Dak gets hurt, I'm not worried.
Crazy.
And
Because,
like,
I mean, people are talking about
not even
Dallas.
not worried. I'm a little excited.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Dallas
If-
is being talked about as one of those dark horse teams. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's 'cause
their defense has gotten better.
it
They're
has
not
to
what
be
it
the
was.
defense.
And,
It's not
and
the
their
offense. The offense
offense
is fine.
Yeah, their offense has been great and has been great and will be great as long as those pieces stay healthy. You know what I mean? So offense is fantastic. Defense has gotten better. So everyone's like got this thing about Dallas, like maybe, but
Oh, I think we're gonna win the division this year.
You say that like, oh, God dang it! You have so much fucking faith in the Cowboys every year, and I love that. I guess I love that about you.
You have to have faith in your team.
I guess I love
man.
that about you, but like, you know what? It's so interesting because I had so much football talk today with different people, and I haven't had that in a long time.
Okay.
And I go into the break room, and I get some ice for my cup, and there's two people talking about the Super Bowl from last year.
Oh, okay.
And I honestly, shame on me, take my NFL card away from me or whatever. I could not fucking remember who the hell won the Super Bowl last year until these two guys were like, no, it was the Seahawks versus the Patriots.
The Seahawks
And that
dominated the game.
seems so fucking far from the truth
That's
in my reality. And I was like, no, you're right. It was the fucking Seahawks who won. It was such a weird anomaly of a game or of a season.
of a season.
Season.
Of a season.
That weird thing happened. But one of them was a Cowboys fan. And I was making fun of them because I was like, ha ha ha. They haven't won a Super Bowl since last century. And we're over a quarter done with this one. And then this guy goes and says he thinks they're going to be number one in the division.
Right.
What, the division doesn't mean they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't know, but still.
You realize that the Cowboys are like the third winningest team in the NFL since 2010, right? In terms of regular season wins.
Okay, bro.
NFL
Just keep living that.
I'm
Just give me the
saying,
playoff record.
The
That's all I
regular
want.
season is how you win the division. That's all I said.
I'm kidding.
That's
I-
all
It's
I
still
said.
16 years ago.
That's all I said. Huh? What? NFL. I'm like. I know there's a list somewhere.
How many? Okay, in the last 16 years since 2010, how many times were they number one in the division?
6.
God, I love that about him.
right?
I love that about him. That's what I brag about.
And I bet you he's,
when I
he's
when
within
I talk,
one. If he's not exactly right, he's within one.
when I talk about like when I talk about my podcast with people and I talk about oh, these are the guys. I always say this guy will just fucking boom it on you with those stats, and I praise you so much for that.
Oh, thank you, man. I love
And so in the last 16 years since 2010, they've been number one in the division 6 times, which is approximately
also-
33%.
But they also lost a de facto NFC championship 3 times, where like three consecutive seasons since 2010. It was 2011, 12, and 13. They lost the last game of the regular season to a division opponent, and that opponent won the division. So they were also second place another like 8 times. So like saying they're gonna win the division isn't even like I don't even feel like I fucking said anything.
That's like 25% chance.
It's not. No, it's not.
and if you were
No,
just to say like the statistical,
So,
like
you know
even
what's-
across
so you know
the
what's
board,
crazy is,
4
like,
teams in a division, it's 25%
I
chance.
saw
they
this.
might
It
win.
was like one.
That's
of
what
those,
I was. That's all I was saying.
I saw this. This thing. It was like.
But
top- it was
you got
the-
Eagles and you got Washington, who you were praising earlier.
So I saw this thing. It was the Cowboys' record against every team, historically.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the we're like 50-50 with the Rams, by the way.
Okay.
Like all time. It's
God.
and
What
the team-
was
so
the date of that? It's a December
you know who
date, right?
You know who they're the worst against?
December 20th. Who?
The 49ers.
The Cowboys are worse against the 49ers?
Their
Okay.
absolute worst record against any team in the league is against the 49ers.
It's probably the same for the Rams, too.
and the Patriots are huh? Oh,
It's probably the same for the Rams. Their worst record is against the 49ers,
So,
too.
but if you the only reason I'm bringing this up, if you go to the other side of the coin, their best records are all their fucking division opponents. They've 2-1'd the Giants and Redskins / Commanders over the last 40 fucking years. 2-1. And the Eagles it's more like 8-5. But still, the Cowboys have a 60% win percentage or better against the Eagles, the Redskins, the Giants, and then the Cardinals. The Cardinals were the best record. One of their best records was against the Cardinals. They were in the NFC East together for 30 years, almost 30 years.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Before
the-
2002, and so because it used to be 5 teams, not 4 in that division.
Okay.
But against the Eagles, the Giants, and the Commanders, and look up Dak's record against NFC East teams. Google that real quick. It's fucking staggering. He's basically Tom Brady of the NFC East.
I'm just
Except
saying
no Super Bowls.
During the last 20 years.
Yeah, thank you. Except for no Super Bowls, yes.
During the last 20 years.
Against what?
During
NFL East?
NFC East.
mostly, almost exclusively Mike Tomlin's coaching time, we've won 8 times in 20 years, 40% of the time. 40% of the time, the Steelers win the division.
That's
13-2 against the
That's
Commanders,
pretty good in 20 years,
14-3
bro.
against the Giants, 10-5 against the Eagles, who have fucking 3 Super Bowl appearances in the last 8 years. Dak fucking owns the NFC East. So saying the Cowboys are going to win the division isn't even fucking like, to me, like, I'd have to really think they were fucking bad.
okay.
To not say that.
So what do you think about the Eagles that's going to fall off so the Cowboys can sneak or not? Well, we won't say sneak, but we'll say what's going to happen with the Eagles that's going to create a shift so the Cowboys are now number 1 this
Because
season.
Jalen Hurts is a mediocre quarterback at best.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts is not the same level of quarterback as Dak.
He's
just
not
had a better
the guy that
situation around
everybody
him.
thinks he
Okay,
is.
so as the garage, fucking man cave guy on the podcast, you're fucking agreeing with Ken right now, which is making
The
me
stats
have to
agree with me.
reconsider how I think. Because when both of you are
When
aligned,
both of us say something.
when
I
both of
hear
you
say
are
that.
aligned, it's nothing against your credibility, but when you two are aligned on something, I have to take a step back.
Remember, you
and,
did,
and think about
be careful about that philosophy. though,
reanalyze.
because remember, that's what made you make that trade last year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But
sorry.
still, I have to take that into consideration. So now you're making me think.
But
Now
look
you're
at-
making me think.
Like when I'm drafting
But,
Eagles,
so look,
I'm
we
definitely
started this
taking a
because
step
I
back.
said I believe that the Cowboys are going to win the division this year.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And you took that as like an outlandish statement.
Sure.
What do those statistics tell you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Since 2016, like, unless other teams are beating us, it's not the NFC East. The other teams in the NFC East are not beating us. It's it's our ability to beat everybody else. But we fucking own the NFC East.
Which is weird because they're the
It's
other
like,
teams.
and you know what I'm talking about because you guys own the AFC North.
And so the
The
other
Steelers
team,
could be an 8-9 team, but they fucking went 4-2 in conference or in division.
So you study
Last
your
20
division
years,
well.
40% of the time we won, but
So you're studying your division well. You understand your division well,
Uh-huh.
but it isn't enough.
Hold on, I wouldn't say that. No. Our division's been weak for the last. It's been basically Cowboys
Regardless-
and Eagles for the last 15 years.
Regardless-
the Commanders and Giants have been awful.
Regardless, like you study your division well, you can beat your division,
Uh-huh.
but somehow the rest of your division can take on the other teams to the point.
Oh no,
Where-
what the Eagles have done from a front office standpoint, they've been outstanding. They've been absolutely outstanding. I've fucking told you, if I was in the fucking building, if I was in the office, if I was Stephen Jones, we'd have rings. Period.
That was another comment
They've
I made
done
today.
a lot of dumb shit that I
made
wouldn't fucking do.
That comment today, I've said it over and over and over and over again in the podcast. Y'all ain't winning another Super Bowl until Jerry Jones dies.
It doesn't matter if Jerry Jones dies. They've like the Jones are going to perpetuate. Stephen Jones is not better than Jerry Jones,
Ooh, that's too bad.
and that's what we got next.
But maybe he will have enough wherewithal to back off a little
Did you see
bit
this week?
and rely on the
and,
experts.
and
yeah.
let the experts take
Troy
over.
Aikman did some interview
Where Jerry
recently.
Jones right now is still like I'm a billionaire. This is one of my toys.
I do what I want.
So okay, so if you didn't watch the Netflix series
Which one?
there's an 8-part Netflix series about the Cowboys.
8 parts. No, I did
Jerry
not watch
Jones
It's
era
from
Cowboys.
2 years ago, right?
The Jerry Jones era Cowboys. It's
Yeah.
like the gambler and his Cowboys.
Yeah, it's
whatever it
basically
is.
based off Jerry Jones. It's
So,
basically a series
What
on
it-
him
So
and
here's
how
here's the
he's
thing
been
that-
doing over the last decade or so.
Here's what I love about Jerry Jones is that he truly loves the Dallas Cowboys.
Sure.
He truly does want the Dallas Cowboys to win. The
Sure.
problem is he thinks he's the only person that can do it. That's the problem.
Oh, he's loving being the Cowboys owner.
That is the problem. Like
He's
so
loving being
Jerry
in front
Jones
of
is,
that
is
fucking
also
camera.
really good at
Amen.
making money.
Loving it.
He does.
Yeah.
No, he says that too. On,
No,
in
that's
the
what I'm
in the
saying. He's
documentary.
like he loves the fact that the Cowboys is one of his toys.
No, not toys. No.
Yes.
No, he took on debt
Yes.
to buy the Cowboys. He took
Regardless, it's
he
one of his
took- no,
toys.
No, he took on debt to buy the Cowboys.
I don't see
He
Stan Kroenke in front of fucking
he
podcasts and
assumed
news outlets talking.
Jerry
I don't
Jones
fucking see
assumed
any
that
other
he was
owner
gonna
in
have
front
to-
of podcasts and fucking radio stations talking.
Stan Kroenke owns like
Maybe
4
the
teams,
Raiders
dude.
owner.
You
I
know
kinda
that
have
Stan
seen that
Kroenke
guy.
also owns the Colorado Avalanche
Sure,
and the
sure,
Denver Nuggets.
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
You know that, right?
Yep, I do
Okay.
know that.
So, like, you want to talk about guys with toys? Jerry Jones only owns one team.
Right, but he's
so we
not.
said one of his toys.
He's
Like,
not.
this guy over here with a fucking Rams shirt on, the fancy ass
But
Rams
he's
shirt
not-
on, talking about talking about my owner having one of his toys when your owner has 3 fucking giant franchises, 3 cornerstone franchises. Like, you cannot talk about hockey
Sure I can.
for 5 minutes without talking about the Colorado Avalanche.
Yep.
They are a
In
they're a
one
marquee
case,
franchise in the NHL. So, like, your owner owns 3 different franchises,
Yep.
but you want to talk about mine like he's got toys.
no.
I don't.
I'm
understand
saying
that. I don't
he's
understand that.
playing. He's looking at the Cowboys as a toy.
I don't think so.
Stan Kroenke looks at him as businesses.
Right.
That's a big fucking difference.
I don't think
and
it's-
it's interesting that you would try to project that Stan Kroenke buys these things
doesn't
as
do it
toys
himself.
and not as
Jerry
businesses.
Jones is in
He
the-
has a general manager, he has a head coach, and then he steps the
Which
fuck
me-
back
And plays
Jerry
with his
Jones
toys. And plays with
does
his
not.
toys. And plays with his toys.
No,
Jerry Jones goes
it's
to work
not.
every day.
He's not
Jerry
playing
Jones
with,
goes to work
he's
every
not
day as the
playing
general
with them
manager.
as toys.
He's
not. You don't see
I-
Jerry Jones in the news. You don't see I'm sorry. You don't see Stan Kroenke
Right.
in the news.
He's
You don't
playing
see
with his
Stan
toys.
Kroenke in
He's playing with his
podcasts.
toys.
You don't see Stan Kroenke anywhere
playing with his
in
he's playing with his
anything.
toys. To business,
No,
play with his
it's
toys.
a business. He
Right.
buys
Other
them.
people are doing
he
that, and
puts
he's
the
playing
people
with
in
his
place
toys.
who are experts.
Right.
He does not pretend to be an expert. He does not get involved really. He hires people to run a business. Jerry Jones loves being in the spotlight. He loves to play, and that's what you see. It's completely different than what Jerry Jones is doing. Just because he owns more doesn't mean he has toys. It means he has a bunch of businesses. Shaq has like 21 fucking businesses. You do not see him in every fucking podcast talking about how he's partial owner of Just a Penny. He's partial owner of some fucking shoe that's in Walmart. No, it's business decisions that are made as businesses, not fucking toys like Jerry fucking Jones does with the Cowboys. It's not the fucking same as Stan fucking Kroenke does with the sports
Can I ask you a
teams
question
he
real quick?
owns.
Can I-
He has no idea what the fuck he's talking
Can I
about,
ask you a question real
Ken,
quick?
when he compares Stan Kroenke with Jerry
Can I ask you a
fucking
question?
Jones
Are you
as
done?
toys versus businesses.
Hey.
Sorry, you're out of your depth on this one.
Hey,
And
Done.
I'm sorry, which franchise?
Done.
I'm sorry, which franchise is worth more?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because which one is won in this century and which one is won in the last century?
How many
You're
Super
right.
Bowls? does
In
Crunky
the
have?
last century.
How many Super Bowls?
you're
does
In
right.
the
Crunky
last century.
have? How many Super
Which-
Bowls? Does
In the
Crunky
last
have?
century.
How many Super Bowls? Does
In the
Crunky
last
have?
century.
How many Super Bowls
So-
does Crunky
in
the
have?
last century.
How many
so-
Super Bowls does Crunky
in the
have?
last century.
How many Super Bowls does Crunky have?
So
In the
all
last
I'm
How many
saying,
Super Bowls does Crunky
as
have?
as an
Jerry's
outsider,
got 3.
As an outsider on this one, all I'm
Doesn't
saying
Jerry
as
have 2?
as
Yeah,
like
3,
a
actually.
business,
3.
I would
there you go.
agree that the Rams owner is more of a business guy. Jerry Jones is a billionaire that is like, I bought this team. I'm going to do what I want
You
with
say,
it.
hold on,
And
hold
good
on,
for
hold on.
him.
You
Like,
say,
if
hold
yeah,
on,
there's
hold
nothing
on a
wrong
second.
with that.
Hold on a
If
second.
I buy a fucking football team, I'm going to do what I want with it.
Here's-
I'm going to do what I think is right. I'm going to do what I think is cool. And that's what Jerry Jones has been doing. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong.
I
It's been
disagree with
right
that
in a
take,
lot
too.
of ways.
I disagree with
He's
that
had
take, too.
success.
Like-
he's done things that have been innovative.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
Fire him as the GM. So
That's fine. That's
If I was-
fine. I'm just saying it's just his approach and that approach.
so
It's just his
which-
approach and that
which would
approach.
you
So
rather
here-
your
so I'm saying-
franchise
so here's the
take?
thing.
I think that's a good.
is I think so. I think Jerry Jones is crazy. I think he's crazy, right? Like I think that he totally fucked up when he like got into an ego battle with Jimmy Johnson over credit. Totally fucked up, right? Okay. All that being said, Jerry Jones is the general manager for the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, and
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
a title, and that's not an honorary title. There isn't somebody who's going in there and crunching all the numbers and doing all of the work for him. He's still doing all of that work, and being a general manager for an NFL franchise is a huge responsibility.
Sure.
There's a lot of work that he puts on his own shoulders every fucking day. Do I think it's the right decision? No. No, I don't. But if we're just going to talk about like billionaires and like which one of them is a billionaire with toys and which one of them is a billionaire who fucking just like who's going to work every day, I'm more of a Mark Cuban guy. And like and to me, Jerry Jones is closer to that. And
You're
like,
saying
and when-
Jerry Jones is closer to Mark Cuban
a Mark
than Stan Kroenke is closer to Mark Cuban?
Right. So
Is that the
the
comparison we're making?
Can I finish?
I just before you finish.
yes.
Is that so I can follow along?
Sure you can. Yeah. as soon as I'm done.
Before you
As
finish,
soon as I'm
are
done,
you saying Jerry Jones is closer to Mark Cuban than Stan Kroenke is closer to Mark
yes?
Cuban?
And the
Okay.
reason
Go ahead.
I'm saying that is
Yeah.
because Jerry Jones made his fortune in oil, but his passion was football. Mark Cuban made his fortune in technology, cell phones, but his passion was basketball. So he made a big payday, like Jerry did in the mid '80s. Jerry made a big payday and had an opportunity to buy the Cowboys. Now, when he bought the Cowboys, he thought that he was still like it was not a money-making organization. He at the time, they weren't.
They weren't. They were a toy.
At the time, oh no. He loves the Cow. He's from
Sure,
from there. He loves the Cowboys. He wanted to make a winner. He always wanted to own the Dallas. He wanted to own the Cowboys so he could win championships. He is obsessed with winning championships. Does that mean that he's doing it right all the time? No, but he has that option as the owner, and he's also like, for better or for worse, he's fucking willing to put up with that shit every fucking year. How many years have we been, like, people like us been going on and talking about how Jerry Jones should not be the general manager?
People like us.
like well, we've been doing this for years,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like people who talk about football. So and I'm still with that. Like I would if tomorrow Jerry Jones said he was hiring a general manager, a football executive that I respected as his general manager, I'd fucking get down on my knees.
Yeah,
And thank God.
exactly.
I would.
Exactly.
But I didn't feel like that was kind of like but at the same time, the guy is also willing to take all the hits.
Yeah.
He believes in himself that he can do the job and make a champion so fiercely that he has been willing to take these fucking shots on the teeth
I mean, to me,
over
man,
and over and over
to me, man,
again.
that just sounds like ego. That's another way of saying like this guy's ego's so big.
That's true. That's true. But he's also doing the work.
Not very good.
And he can't go in there and win all of the games. He can't go in there and win the games. But they put together a really good roster pretty much every season. They've been doing that for a long time.
And honestly, that's why I love the 3 teams that we root for, is because all 3 of our teams are teams that are just freaking going for it all the time.
They don't. Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
don't
Yeah,
put
that's
up.
great.
With, yes, our
Seriously.
franchises do
Sure.
not put up with
Like,
mediocrity
we
for
have
long.
3. Like we
Well, I mean,
all
you know
root
what's
for
interesting, though, about your
franchises that are
franchise?
great. Like
Hold on.
like fantastic franchises that are always going for the gold, that always have a chance to win. That's
you
freaking
are a
cool,
diehard
man.
Rams fan. Like Ray has been a diehard Rams fan since before they were good.
yeah.
and so I can remember watching like the 49ers suit up against the Rams, and for years they would flash the fucking graphic on how many consecutive wins the 49ers had
Sure,
over
yeah.
the Rams.
I mean,
Remember
it
that?
was-
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
long.
that was
It
a
was
rough
a lot.
period.
It was a lot, dude.
I literally lived in a time where the Rams had more wins as the 49ers did against each other, and then the 49ers passed them up and then continue to make that gap wider.
Huge.
I lived in that time.
Yeah,
that
because
happened.
the Rams were a Tiffany franchise from
Sure.
like in the 50s, in the 60s, into the 70s, and like in the 70s and 80s, neither of them were good, and then the 49ers took off in the 80s, and from the 80s all the way to like 1999, they just completely dominated.
And
the Rams.
not only did they
so-
dominate till 1999, they had the Rams number, and still an argument can be made that they still have the Rams' number.
No, they
even
don't.
Though
No, they
the Rams
don't.
are a better team.
Well, so you know what? I saw this thing that was coaches that could possibly pass Don Shula, and Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan got hired the same year, right? Mm-hmm. Sean McVay has 10 more wins.
But against the Niners,
Now they're close. They're like 50-50 now.
I'm just saying, you
'Cause
gotta
it's
hope
been
that
swinging the other way.
Sean
Yeah, it's
McVay
been-
lives forever and always coaches. Like, holy crap, that guy's amazing. And
Yeah.
like the Rams are always in
He
it
could
with him as a
absolutely
coach.
be the Los Angeles Don Shula. 100%. He could go down that way. If he want, like he doesn't like. There's no way that anyone's ever gonna fucking run him out of town. Like it's just a matter of how long he wants to coach.
exactly. And that's how I feel. I feel like we got him. He's going to be a Rams for life. I don't really see him like switching to another
I don't
team.
either. I think when he leaves the Rams, he's done.
he's going to be done.
Like you'll
yeah.
see him. You might see him like on TV or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to another team.
I don't see that happening. And Aaron Donald's coming back this season if he does decide to do that.
They've
It
been working
looks
him
like
out.
he's coming back, and oh my god, like I'm happy for my team. Like I like that our team has a chance. I like that your team has a chance. But the fact that the Rams are just the favorites to go to and win the Super Bowl, and it's like,
Over the Texans.
how can you deny that?
That's the AFC team.
That's like
I thought it was Buffalo.
No, that's not me. That's not me. That's
thought it
not
was
me.
Buffalo.
That's public perception right now.
Okay.
I
That's
thought
not
it was
me.
Buffalo, not Houston. But
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, that reminds me. That reminds me, and I'll explain how it reminds me.
I think it's the Bengals.
There are 2 Fridays. There are 2 Fridays I will not be available this season. One in October, I'll be going to Oogie Boogie Nights at Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
And then one in November, I will be going to Vegas. And the reason why that reminds me is because like I can make a bet on the Rams to win
Do
the
you
Super
want to get
Bowl
together on a Saturday
in
night?
Vegas.
Can we-
Well,
can we
I mean,
get-
it's going to be that
Saturday,
it's going to
Thursday,
be that
Wednesday.
Friday to Monday. So
Oh,
if we
so
got
before?
together, it would have to be like Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
On
Thursday
those
or
weeks.
Wednesday
Okay.
even.
Thursday's
Yeah.
fine. Thursday
Just
night's
just
cool.
FYI
I
to the
love
audience.
Actually, like, there's a couple of episodes where we came in and like there was a game going on. You know.
Sure,
I
yeah.
always love that when we come in and there's still a game going on.
And I'll figure something out for that too. I don't know if I'll project it or just have it on a monitor, but I do plan on getting the ticket some way, some form, and yeah. So
Yeah.
just FYI for you two.
No problem.
Know
And-
that
and
I have
if
those 2
there's-
Fridays.
Like I say, hopefully, during the week or whatever else, we can like get together and do something. But
Yeah, on
if
a
not,
Thursday
no
or
big deal. It is what it is. But like,
Now that I'm remembering,
family comes
it, just
first. I
FYI.
get it.
Yeah,
we all
Boogie
get
Nights,
it.
dude.
Oogie Boogie Nights,
Oogie
bro.
Boogie Nights.
We've
Oogie
never
Boogie
been
Nights.
to that, but I bet you my girls would be into it.
I've never been either.
I used to go to.
I've never
Fright
been
Fe-
either.
I used to go to the Six Flags, whatever it is they call it at Six Flags. We used to go all the time. So
I'm at that
I have good
age now
memories.
that I just like going to Disneyland and looking. I don't need to get on any rides.
well,
And one of the things I tell other people that like Disneyland doesn't have rides is
they're
like,
bars. You're
dude,
supposed to go drink.
there's so much more to do. I mean, that's one of them. But there's so much more to do at Disneyland than just get on a ride. Like,
Disneyland
stand in
has-
a line and go on a ride. Like that's only like if that's what you're isolating yourself to, dude. It's called like magic for a reason.
No, Disneyland's a hangout place now,
Dude.
Like you go there, like it has the best bars in downtown Anaheim, and then seriously, I'm not even kidding, and you go there to run into the people who are in costume, and fucking
There's that.
take a picture with your friends, and
There's-
stuff like that.
There's just let's just take for example the Haunted Mansion. The effects that they do to do the Haunted Mansion, but just like visualize that across the whole fucking park. Like there's things to see. I went to have some ice cream at this weird thing and this band's playing and it's like, bro, I'm watching a band play while I'm having some ice cream. Like there's just
And they're all dead.
entertainment.
Yeah, but I mean,
Everywhere.
but so, if you're in Southern California, like that could happen. Like you could fucking buy an ice cream on the street and then turn the corner and walk into a Weezer concert.
Well, here's the thing. And here's what I'll make as my final point. I don't want to throw Disney out there too much, but I remember when Donnie was 2-ish, and we were like, we're gonna go to Disneyland, but we're not gonna ride any rides. All we're gonna do is chase down characters and get signatures. And we literally spent the whole day trying to find the next character to get a picture and a signature
Yeah.
with, and it was a blast.
Yeah, I can see that.
Goofy, the Chipmunks,
Yeah.
everything. So when you just isolate yourself to just rides, you're really just not getting the full value of entertainment.
Or unless that's what
Hey,
your
from
whole
living-
value
no, no,
is.
from
and that-
living in
and
Southern
that's cool, but
California, dude, that's not
it's
what Disneyland's about at
It's
all.
go in and fuck. There's so many different things that you can enjoy about a Disneyland or whatever else.
When was the last time you've been to Disneyland?
So, do you know why?
6 years ago, right before COVID.
Okay,
Okay, let me ask you this.
I'm sorry, right after COVID. It was
Have
like
you
2021.
been there since they built the Star Wars area?
Yes.
You've
Yeah.
been so
Yeah.
so
I got
don't-
pictures. It was cool.
You can't tell me you can't just spend a day just enjoying the scenery of
So-
the Star Wars area.
have you guys
dude,
ever?
Like you could
ate
literally
there,
just sit at a
we-
bar,
yeah.
snack, whatever, and just soak that in.
have you guys ever looked into annual passes?
Sure, they're outrageous now.
Right. So
But when
they
I
didn't-
used
they
to
di-
go, they were $400 for
so
an annual pass.
They didn't used to be
When I used to buy
outrageous.
them.
The reason they're out,
Yeah.
so they're outrageous now, and they also have a bunch of blackout dates. Because what happened is all the fucking people in Southern California just started fucking buying annual passes and going and hanging out at fucking Disneyland every day.
Why wouldn't you? It's like
Yeah,
it's called the magic.
Kind of makes sense.
No, I'm just saying. That's that. It
That's
is.
why,
It's
yeah.
it. You go there to hang out. You don't need to go there for the rides. It is a fun place to just go and hang out. So that's why it's gotten so ridiculous, is because the people that live down there fucking turned it into a regular hangout place.
Where are you
so
going
they
on
had
Friday?
to
I'm
make
going
it
to
fucking
Disneyland.
stupid expensive.
Oh, that sounds
and
fun.
exclusive in order to fucking keep it, under control.
There was this thing I did see on the
Disneyland's
internet.
crazy
I don't
now.
know if it's true, but like Toy Story had that pizza place in their storyline. That
Oh, the Pizza Planet?
okay, so Pizza Planet is a thing now with Disney where you can go in there and get some pizza, and it was like $86 for a 16-inch. Not doing that.
No. That was the other thing, is that they weren't eating there. They weren't going on the rides. People were just going there to get fucking drunk and go hang out. Like, they get drunk and go and take pictures with fucking Goofy and the Star Wars cast and all that stuff. Like, while I was living down there, like, people would complain all the time about the rising cost of the annual pass.
Yeah.
Because it was something that if you lived in Southern California, you wanted to have.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that my whole point in saying that is that, like, yes, you go to Disneyland for more than the rides. If you're going for the rides, you're going for the wrong reason.
Did you know the zip code that Hanford has, 93230, confused the hell out of Disney?
What?
Why?
What do you mean?
Because when they had the annual pass, there was always a discount for southern zip codes.
Uh-huh.
So
A lot of theirs start with 9-2.
whatever it was, there was a range,
Uh-huh.
right? And it was like anything between 92XXX, between 92XXX was considered southern California.
Yeah.
And 93230
It's
fell
Yes.
within that range
Because we're
that they
right- so
broadcasted.
where we live is right where the fucking split is. It's not just like Disney, also like insurance.
Regardless,
Car insurance is split Southern and Northern California.
regardless, whenever we went to get the fucking southern discount pass
Uh-huh.
for Disneyland, there was always an argument because the automated system didn't pick it up as a southern, but the text verbiage on their signs,
Uh-huh.
we fell in.
And if they had a map, yeah.
So there was always an argument like, well, like the automated system never picked us up as
Uh-huh.
southern, but their text, what they displayed, what they advertised, did.
So
You
you
know,
have
so
to fix
whatever,
it in
however
person.
that worked out, like there was always an argument because we would buy the annual passes, every year, up until the point it exceeded $400. So we were buying those annual passes every year, and then at some point it just got too expensive to do that.
It-
Yeah, it feels
so-
like it's gone crazy.
It got
basically
really
since
crazy
COVID, since
Yes,
2020. Yeah.
everything like that got crazy.
What
since
really
COVID.
ruined it though was the blackout dates.
Yeah.
Like what really ruined it was I can't just show up. I have to I have to make an appointment to
Yeah.
show up.
It makes me.
That's what
it
fucking
makes me
killed the
laugh
annual pass.
because,
Yep.
like, I lived down there for several years, so like, I know so many people who were personally affected by all of that stuff, and like, and it's funny because the type of people that they are, it's just a different style of life. Because they're also the same people that are like Renaissance fair goers.
I need to go to a
And
really
so-
good Renaissance fair.
And so
There aren't that many, but yes.
no.
But the one
there
in,
are.
what's the one up north starts with a G?
I'm not sure, but so I was gonna say Southern California has them.
It's on the
Southern
way
California
to
has them.
San Francisco. It starts with a
It's-
G.
Gilroy.
Gilroy. Supposedly they got a real good Ren
So-
fair. And I've been wanting to go to that
We
one.
only have a Ren fair once a year.
I knew he would know.
Right?
I just
I
had to
was
give
gonna
him
say,
enough
like,
hints.
remind me and let's go together.
We only
Sure,
have
Maybe not Hanford because
No, definitely not. No,
I mean, that's
definitely not.
easy, right? Like, I don't need
Well,
to hook
it's
up
not
with you
just
guys to go to
easy, it's just
to that
So,
Ren fair.
It's
in
not
Southern
great.
California, there's a season. There's a Ren Fair season. Okay, it's not just like the Ren Fair shows up for 3 days and packs up and leaves. There's a season, and there's different places that kind of like how we have the Monday sale. During this season, you can go there on that day and participate in the Ren Fair. It's happening every fucking week on whatever day. I never went. I had a bunch of friends. Like, I was always busy and was never like, I was never going to pass up a fun Magic tournament to go to a Ren Fair.
Well, I wouldn't either.
Like, I was never going to pass up like a possible payday Magic tournament to go to a Ren Fair. But it sounded cool. I'm not hating at all. Like, it definitely sounded fun. I wish at least like one or twice while I was down there I had gone and participated, because they have like old night fights and stuff like that where you can actually put on full night gear and swing the malice and the claymore and the shield and all of that stuff. You can do all that stuff every fucking week. Yeah. So like in Southern California, like that is definitely a thing you can do with your friends. Like, hey, let's get hammered and go to the Ren Fair and fucking beat each other up with swords.
You can afford the armor. You can play.
No. They have all that shit. They have it all for you. That's the thing, is it's not even expensive to do.
Like, to do the actual, like...
Yes, it's not even expensive to do. Yes, really.
That seems like a whole lot of
all they do is
right
pretend. in Southern California, all they like to do is pretend all the time. And they're so like, yeah, it's different. It's different. It's different. But yes, so the same thing, like the Disneyland blackouts. I was living in Southern California at the time when, like, it's funny, there's a couple of girls I can think of that I remember, like, used to be part of our friend group from the card shops and stuff like that. I remember them being the biggest complainers about the blackout dates and the rising cost of the passes, because they would go every week, like multiple times a week to Disneyland, every week, multiple times a week.
If you live
the last
within
time I got
30
annual
minutes,
passes,
I mean,
it was every 6 weeks.
We lived in Temecula, so it was not a fun drive to go to.
That's like
that doesn't
an hour
mean anything
20.
to anybody listening, but it's like, yeah, hour 20 is like if there's no traffic. Yeah, hour and 20 minutes each way if there's no traffic from fucking Temecula to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And that's where I was working at the time, and so like you would think, hour and 20 minutes away from us, we are not talking about any fucking thing that we're like trying to go do every week. There is nobody in our vicinity that is traveling to anything that's an hour and 20 minutes away other than work in where we live here at all. But down there, it was just normal. It was normal. And so, like, I lived in this area that was an hour and a half from Disneyland. And as the cost of ADP or these annual passes went up,
I was like, ADP, that's a whole different thing.
As the cost of annual passes went up, you know what's funny is I always think of like Alien versus Predator when I see those fucking the little signs. But and
we definitely should have been talking more ADP today, but honestly, that's something we can do.
We're
next week.
What? We
next
haven't figured
week
it out
is
yet.
really like the middle of draft season.
So like I'm in the middle.
I was happy we got the questions we got today.
That was awesome,
dude. It was great, and
thank you guys.
Thank you guys
for being here. Can't wait to have people back.
Like, I think next week we're gonna have like multiple.
There's gonna be questions.
Times as many people. Like, we're gonna have a lot of like, because everybody is wondering what's going on. Everyone's trying to get opinions.
It's a weird draft
Everyone's
season.
trying to, and it is.
It's a weird draft season.
There's a lot of just like opinionated stuff out there. Where
it feels like there's a lot of
depends
fixed
on who
opinions
you want.
this year.
Who you want to listen to matters.
Well, what I
this
mean
year
is,
more
like,
than most.
I feel like this year more than most, there's a lot of people having the same opinions. There's not as many varying opinions this year. Like, and a lot of the mock drafts that I've done, they're just it's very vanilla.
Well, and we kind of we listen to a little bit of the same guys, but we also listen to different people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I also I
kinda
absorb
get
a
a
lot of
different-
information. Like, you're not a social media guy.
Oh no,
So I absorb a lot of stuff through
yeah.
Twitter.
If you're going for social media, Ken is your guy because hell,
I
no.
probably saw it. Yeah, if there's something funny you saw on social media, I probably saw it too.
and I avoided it like the plague. So. But we should probably like call it here. Like we are 10:30 and
oh yeah, it's getting late.
a couple sheets into the wind, but it was a good time and
Jerry
we had
Jones
some
so
good
much, man.
comments.
Huh?
And
I know you hated Jerry Jones. So
I don't
much.
hate him. I hate how much confidence you have in him.
Oh, I don't. What? I need you to go back.
we're going back
and
to
find
this.
the
All right.
fucking podcast that we've done where I've expressed supreme confidence in
I
Jerry
remember
Jones.
it.
It doesn't exist.
I
No,
remember.
Absolutely not.
I agree.
Not.
It doesn't exist.
It does not exist.
So it always shocks me whenever you like have this high value opinion of the Cowboys. And it's like, dude, starts with the owner.
Oh, that's
Like-
what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like-
allowed to think that we're gonna win until Ray thinks we might win.
No, until Jerry Jones dies.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've expressed that, and when I said what I
And
said
I've been
right
right
now,
every year.
it's true. He's not wrong about that.
So like, what is it?
Hey, but you know what? Fuck you. The Knicks just won.
Hey, you know,
Hey,
I will eat
Hey,
crow
listen.
when Jerry Jones is alive and winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you will. Oh man, you're not gonna eat crow. You're gonna eat something though. We need to decide what that is.
That demands,
Sure,
That needs
pick
to-
that
it.
demands.
Pick it. Pick it.
that demand-
and when,
Yeah.
That
pick
demands
it. And when he
specifics, right?
dies and they don't win, then you
Sure.
like fuck it.
That's fair.
Whatever it is.
I love it.
that's
whatever it
we
is.
finally have a bet between you two instead of me. And Ken.
and,
I
and
love
we get
it.
and we get
I
all
love-
season
write
to pick.
this shit
And
down.
we get all season to pick, right? Because however many years Jerry Jones got left is however long this bet's going to be, or they
Two.
win the Super Bowl.
Two.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
what
it's
he's got
like,
left, too.
It's rude.
so it's like Jerry Jones dies, Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Like that's the fucking winner of the bet. You know, whatever it is we decide, I'm down.
What's the food that you hate?
I don't know that I hate food. I'm a big guy, you know.
I'm with you. Is like I'll pretty much eat most things.
It's like,
Unless you're like it's
what kind of food?
it's
All right,
prepared
let's do it.
properly. I'm not gonna die if I eat it. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's gotta be. We'll find something. We'll find something, but I'm totally down for that. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in this.
It should
I
be.
gotta put my money where my mouth is on this one
It should
because
be-
I've been saying it for the 4, 5,
Yeah,
3,
it's true.
2
He
years
has it. He has been.
that we've been
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah,
I've been
it
saying
deserves
it.
a bet.
So
It deserves.
Exactly.
You have been saying that, and I have maintained the belief that they can win in spite of him. 'Cause
Yes.
they've done it before. They did it in '95.
Oh, yeah, but how many
Hey,
years
whoa,
did he
whoa.
own? How many years did he own the Cowboys before when that
What do you
happened?
mean? It was they completely rebuilt the team when he took over.
How many years did he own the Cowboys when that happened?
What do you mean? When what happened?
When they won while he was the owner.
Well,
They won twice while he was the owner.
three
3 times while he was the owner.
in
Right?
his fourth season.
So he
No.
owned the Cowboys.
89, 90, 91. Yeah, fourth season.
He won 4 Super Bowls as the owner.
No, he won his first Super Bowl in his
3 out of
fourth
4.
season.
in his
And
fourth
then they
season.
won, and then they won back to back. So
Okay.
he won in his fifth season, and then he won in his seventh season. So after 7 seasons of being an owner, he had fired the guy that built the whole
Jimmy
thing,
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, then won with a fucking complete nutball.
But that
Like-
was just
Wait,
Barry Switzer
was-
got
that was-
arrested for having a gun
But that was
at the airport.
the team Jimmy Johnson built.
That's shit that happens
Yes.
to players.
It was the team Jimmy
Yeah.
Johnson built
Sure.
that
it
won the
was.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it was Jimmy Johnson who's winning, not Jerry Jones.
Right, but Jerry Jones isn't exactly the only person that puts the team together. Like, I've been a Will McClay fan.
Yeah, but he's
for
been
a
this
really
fucking
long time.
nail in the
It's a
tire
combo.
since
Huh?
then.
It's a combo. It's a combination of the owner of the.
Well,
coach,
dude, the
of
dude has enough
yeah,
power
I
to
get
fuck
you.
it up.
No,
He does. He's
Yeah,
the
he's
GM.
got
He
enough
does.
power
He's
to
the GM.
fuck it
No,
up.
you're not wrong there.
He's the GM. He does.
And so like, yes, he had some layover. That's why they won that second one or third one. on the team that Jimmy Johnson built.
There's another
But
way.
after then, there's
so
some taper off.
There's another way
There's a
to
taper
word
off.
that too.
Again, and that was last century.
So there's another right. But there's another way to look at that too, is that team was so talented.
What was the last Super Bowl they won? What year?
95.
90 fucking 5.
So
31 years he's been an owner.
January 96.
Who was that against?
31 years he's been an owner.
I
And
hated that
GM.
Super Bowl so much. I can recall that. I can recall.
You guys shouldn't have been there.
The bar we were in watching that Super Bowl, and my father-in-law, who knows nothing about football, going, "Why are we here? You're getting blown out." I'm just,
It was like 27.
I was gonna marry your daughter, but
31 years he's been an owner. No Super Bowl.
So here's my thing, okay? Is that from everything that I've learned about everything that happened, they had no business winning the Super Bowl at the end of the 1995 season. Like that. So Jimmy had assembled that team, and they were just so fucking talented that the rest of the league hadn't caught up with them yet. And the 49ers fell off in 95. And the Cowboys didn't. And the Cowboys had enough gas to win that Super Bowl, but they were running on fumes in terms of like what they had built during the Jimmy Johnson era. So, my point is that they can win as long as they're talented enough. And I am excited about the things that they have done roster-wise. Like, I literally got down on my knees and fucking yelled to the heavens when they drafted Caleb Downs. I could not possibly be more excited. I'm more excited about Caleb Downs than I was when they drafted Micah Parsons. And you can fucking find me on the internet talking about Micah Parsons the day he was drafted, before he was drafted by the Cowboys, as the only fucking player that I wanted them to take that day. That exists.
And
You can fucking find it.
what position is Caleb?
Safety.
And he's that good.
That's why it's so important to me, is because the Cowboys have not had a safety since Darren Woodson.
And he was your number one pick this year, right?
Yes. We picked
Who was your number two?
Malachi Lawrence, which was also a first-round pick.
What position?
Defensive end, linebacker.
Number three?
Huh?
Who's your number three pick?
Our number 3 pick?
Yeah. Third round. I'm just saying defense, and I think your third round was defense as well. And
Actually, I don't think so. I think
I'm only bringing that up because the Dallas offense has been so good for so many years that you're always going to go for those Dallas offensive pieces. Mm-hmm. But
what
this
are they doing
year,
on defense? Yeah,
it feels
and
like
the
their
defensive
defense
coordinator.
has gotten a lot better with a
they
few
brought
moves.
in, so they stole the defense. So what is going to get them over the Eagles? You asked that earlier, right?
I might have asked something like
Right?
that.
Didn't-
Something
did-
in
who
that
Who
realm.
knows? That was a while ago.
I can vaguely remember
pretty sure you
3
asked that,
vodkas
right?
ago that
Something like
So
that.
you want to know the answer?
yeah,
We stole their defensive coordinator.
we stole their defensive coordinator. So the Jets defensive coordinator is now on the
Jets.
Cowboys.
No, the Eagles. So the Eagles
The-
stole.
I'm sorry,
so-
yeah.
So
That's-
the Eagles defensive
you
coordinator,
know, they're both
is
green.
Vic Fangio. The defensive coordinator is Vic Fangio. The Cowboys took Christian Parker, who was their pass game coordinator. He's like 34, 35 years old, and he's like supposed to be the new hotness in terms of like defensive philosophy. And so I am excited for that reason. Like, if we're just talking about, like, we're running it back with another year of Dak's going to be pretty good and the offense is going to produce.
I have no
fantasy
faith in Dak.
stars, and then we don't know what else we're doing. That's okay. I do.
Sure. And you have that right.
Yeah, I mean,
It's your
before,
team.
before
You're the expert of your team.
As a fan, you can
before
believe
Matthew
that.
Stafford got Sean McVay, he was just another guy.
Hey,
He was
you know
a
what?
talented arm, but he was just another guy. When you paired Matt Stafford,
They're
with,
going to be.
with Sean
I
McVay,
trust you enough to think that they're going to be a good team, a Super Bowl team. Win their division team is kind of but
winning the division, I don't think is as
in
hard
the
as
realm
being
of
a
possibility,
Super
but
Bowl
yeah.
contender. Like,
well, listen to you both saying that Jalen Hurts is going to fall off this year.
I'm worried about him.
That's a great argument
I think it's a big deal. Yeah.
for Cowboys taking the division,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I can't. I have to
Also-
admit that if you're both of you are saying that Jalen Hurts is going to fall off, which is possible, he was never that great to begin with.
Exactly. Now he lost his weapons. I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah. Cowboys can take it. They're going to win the Super Bowl. No,
I didn't say that. But
yeah,
I would
you didn't say that.
but
in
I-
fairness, you didn't.
so,
say
Right,
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't say that.
No, you didn't
Dallas,
say that.
Philly,
I would just like I would have loved to have seen it last year. I would love to see a Cowboys Rams playoff game again. Like those are fun to me. Those are classic.
Well,
those are
look,
classic games. to me.
look. I'm willing to put some effort in making December 20th a game that we go watch. I'm willing to put that effort in.
Just three of us.
Well, I told you already. I'm gonna take my dad.
Okay,
at
so yeah,
least.
yeah.
And maybe my wife, maybe a son, but like, yeah, for sure. Like, if it comes to pass that none of my family can come and it's still the three of us, I absolutely will still do that trip. You know, just in my vehicle, I will be I'll be trying to bring my father and maybe a son,
No, I
maybe
get
my
it.
wife.
And,
Yeah.
like, I want to go to that. I want to go to that. Like, cost is a little bit of a thing. It's like,
Let's
like-
tackle that bridge when we get there.
agreed.
You know?
But
But-
I just want to say the NFL is pricing the average man out of being able to go watch a freaking football game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't just go watch one.
You know
If
what?
you want to go watch one football game?
Is it really
with
the
one
NFL or is it the
person,
owners of every stadium?
So here's
that's
that's the
$500
thing
for
to
2
me
tickets?
here's the thing to me is that like I'm so glad you said that because when I was younger and I used to fucking have all the time in the world to play Madden, you know, and the game was still really good. One of the things that you could do, I remember back in like probably like 03, 04, something like that, was you could take complete ownership of your team. Like, not only could you just play the game and build the roster and stuff like that, but you could also manage the franchise from a perspective of like, is it making money through the stadium?
I remember that.
Right? Okay. And I remember like you would be able to build these stadiums that had how do I put this? The way that I remember it was that while building the stadium and choosing how many seats were going to be in the stadium, I remember thinking, oh, this is just how the future of NFL stadiums is going to be, where we're just going to see more and more and more maximum capacity.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is they're not doing that. Is they're building these fucking $1.5 to $2.5 billion stadiums that seat exactly the same amount of fucking people as the stadium you just destroyed.
Yeah, so they just need to, charge 2-3 times as much.
Right, to pay for it.
Yeah.
So if the fucking stadiums just held an additional 10,000 people, which sounds like a lot, but it's not when they're that fucking
With that
big.
size, yeah.
And like, have you been? So like I said, I was just at that Dodgers Red Sox game. We literally just paid to get in the building. Basically, we're fucking way up there, right?
Yeah.
The view is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. They've gotten so good at creating these fucking like cupped scenarios where like you're basically almost sitting on top of somebody, but you have the same view.
Exactly.
Like they're a row in front of you, but you don't even feel like they're a row in front of you. Like even like you'd have to like when you get in there and you actually sit in the stadium and you look, you're like, I'd have to get really fucking far in front of where I am to actually improve my view
Like,
of what's going on right
the
now.
difference between this seat and that seat
Right,
would have to be astronomical.
Right,
And
view
you're
wise,
absolutely right.
Right, so that's
Because-
my big problem is that we keep seeing these fucking giant stadiums being built, and then there's no increase in the fucking maximum occupancy. That is a problem. That's a
Except-
problem.
Sorry, probably not for football.
It's a problem for us.
Yes, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying
that is
concerts
the
in
trickle down
general,
effect.
Just get there early, guys.
Like concerts,
Concerts,
so
you
concerts
just have to get there when it opens. And
don't go to a
you get
concert
the
in an
best
NFL stadium.
Seats.
If you're,
Oh yeah, no,
that's stupid.
no. Small venue concerts,
Yes.
people. That's the way to go.
Yes. Going to a concert in an NFL
Small
stadium,
venue
going to watch
concerts.
anything other than a fucking football game in an NFL stadium, stupid. Watch
right.
it on TV.
Unless, of course, you got like front row seats.
we gotta head out, man.
Yeah, we
this
do.
is we're late.
Long show.
Way long.
It was fun though.
Yeah, way fun. Not enough football.
I love
but
I loved your rant, dude. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Well, you teed me up for it.
I didn't know I could do it that way. That was great.
Yeah.
Watching somebody else explode was fun. It was a real
that
treat.
was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I was like, whoa.
Well, he was so wrong about it.
Well, fair.
Sure.
So anyway, everybody, we will see you next week.
Thanks for being here. I love you guys.
See ya.